Stay gone away. When you're not around, I feel amazing.
Michael Brown, that was an Akata. His daddy is an Akata. And it's a shame, because his dad, so he was just like destined. I always said any celebratory Kamala Harris by these mammies is all fake and phony. Because if any of these mammies supported that whore.
Nation, one nation, but joy cometh
Come
in the
on,
morning.
Joe!
We will get through this.
We gonna get through this together, y'all.
Together.
Ooh, Joe, we gonna get through this together. Oh yeah. No, y'all ain't even considered. Y'all ain't even in the boat. What's up, everyone? Welcome to Manic Monday. I'm on time tonight, which is unusual, but I'm on time tonight. Welcome. We're doing something different tonight. It's called the Chop Roast on the chopping block. So, we're gonna be roasting. I mean, I'm so tired of talking about the airborne AIDS and the monkey AIDS and whatever else they out there doing in this bad fucked up economy. So we're gonna do some comedy tonight. Fucked up economy that the Democrats and President Biden has ushered into the people. So we're gonna. I want to say hello to everyone. What's up, fucking Carrie Lake, Governor Carrie Lake. It's in the chat. No, I'm joking. Well, you never know. I know a lot of these politicians be watching. We're live on all platforms. Let me make sure. Let me look over here because I gotta do it over here because I can't pull up a black browser here. Let me see. Are we live on D-Live? Because I want to make sure we got that turned off. For you, are we live on D-Live? Because let me see. Sure, let me check. And make sure we got, because we got to turn that one off. No, it's off. Good. Oh, it's off. Good. So we're not live on D-Live. We're live on all other platforms, including YouTube. We're live on Facebook, Twitter, Telegram, Rumble, Odyssey, Twitch, and Foxhole. So we're live on all those platforms, along with Vaughn Live, and what's this other one? What is Africa TV and FC2 Live and FC2 Live. So we're on a lot of different platforms. Thank you, Fuyu, for getting all this stuff set up and helping me. And she just, I don't know what I would do without her. She's here today. I'm so glad. And we're not live on OK-Ru or VK because they don't like it's some, Russia. Russia's just doing it all. And we got some new let's see, should I start off with before we go into our first segment? Yes, before we go into our first segment, I'm just going to read an article here from since we're talking about Russia. Okay, so since we're talking about Russia today, according to sportsyahoo.com, vaccine-resistant coronavirus found in Russian bats. Woo! Now I did not know there was a such thing as for you. Now I mean, I didn't know that there was bats was associated to a national region. Now, are the bats in China called the China bats? The Ching Chong bats? Oh shit, let me get my Ching Chong bats. So we don't have no more Ching Chong. Don't me so horny. We don't have any more Ching Chong bats, so we got to go. We're gonna go with the Russian bats. I don't have any Russian gear here. I'm gonna have to get some. Y'all have to put in the chat. Let me know what do I need to get for Russian gear. I don't know. So we have the Russian bats. The Russian bats, vaccine-resistant coronavirus found in Russian bats, according to researchers. Okay, here They coming out with some new shit for you, so y'all better get ready. Researchers say they have discovered a vaccine-resistant coronavirus in Russian horseshoe bats. What is this going on? I need some Adidas gear tonight for that old school brass monkey. But brass, I'm using that because we're gonna call it. I need to reword it and call it Mad Hunky. Okay, anyway. for the Mad Hunky segment of the show. But anyway, but before we get to Mad Hunkies, let's talk about this Russian bats. The finding was reported Thursday in a public library of science, pathogens, and medical journal. According to the report, most saber coviruses found in animals do not affect humans, but Costa 2. So the new virus is going to be called, not COVID-2, it's going to be called Costa 2. Costa 2. That sounds too close to prostitute. Costa 2, or is it a what did Watson say it was? Watson said it sounded like a, because I'm saying something other than Watson said it sounds like, let's see, Costa 2 sounds like it's sounds like a gaming system. Costa 2, like I guess we could say it's a gaming system too. Okay. So we got so tonight I won't be taking calls. I will be doing Vladimir is in some Adidas. Oh, he's in Adidas. Oh, Vlad is in oh, okay, let me put him up here. Okay, so I know. Oh, okay, it's Photoshop. Is that what so okay, so it's called Costa 2. So it ain't gonna be COVID 2, it's gonna be Costa. Costa 2 has the potential of using human ACE2 to facilitate cell entry. I don't know what that is. And nobody knows what that is, but you're gonna have people who gonna believe, who gonna say, yeah, I know what this is. It's entering into our bodies through the ACE2. That's going to facilitate our cell entry. Okay, here we go. Current COVID-19 vaccines are not believed. What is happening here? Who writing this shit? Y'all supposed to be writing certain. Dude, you don't put, but it's not believed. You should know before you write these articles. What's going on here? I'm tired of these bagels. What's up, Tavika? Welcome. I'm glad you're here on Facebook. Over there on Facebook, I'm sure, you know, tell all your friends to come to my page on Facebook. I don't know how Facebook work. I know I'm shadow banned there. I'm shadow banned everywhere, but you have to wear it as a badge of honor. Let's get back to the Costa 2 now. It ain't gonna COVID-19. We're going to Costa 2. Prostitute. Okay. All right. So it's not believed to be effective against Costa 2. Okay, y'all hear that? The current COVID-19 vaccines are not believed to be effective against the Costa 2. Scientists determined a related virus previously found in Russian bats. Bats are from hell. Costa 1 could not affect humans, but a team of researchers led by Washington State University researchers, Michael Letko, said it discovered through lab testing that human cells could be compromised by Costa 2. Now, they did this in 48 hours. Somehow somebody over there in Russia ate a bat. They ate some bat soup. Now, I didn't know they were serving bat soup in Russia, but that must be a new cuisine. So somebody ate some bat soup and coughed, and it went into the air. It flew into the air, crossed the seas, went all the way over to Washington State. They grabbed it with a net out the air. They put it in the microscope, and they looked at it, and they said, this is Costa 2. Michael Lecto. I'm only letting y'all know how this happened now, because y'all remember the last one started over there with them chinks and gooks. There's somebody was eating some bat soup over there. She ate some and she coughed. And next thing you know, it went out into the air. And it went all over the world in a day. And everybody was running for their lives. She said, that bat soup is killer. She was eating that bat soup. I don't know. And next thing you know it, we have the new pandemic. It's out here. So according to Time magazine, that's the same magazine that wrote that article on me. They wouldn't mention my name. They just put my face up there in the nose because the nose knows. So we know they full of shit. But let's just go ahead with the Yahoo article. Let me turn the mic down a little bit. Okay, let me turn it. All right. How's that? I don't want to be blaring in you guys' ears. How's that sound? Does that sound a lot better? Okay. Hopefully that does. I can wait. I pushed it way too. Okay, there you go. I don't need it so close because I'll be so loud. Okay. So, all right. So, according to Time magazine, that magazine that Bagel wrote on me, I tried to contact her on Twitter and she wouldn't respond. But anyway, according to Time magazine, like the SARS-CoV-2 Omicron variant, Costa 2 prostitute may have the ability to infect humans. May have the ability. Wait a minute. What is this? Who writing this shit? Y'all should know. Okay, sounds better. I did lower the volume. I lowered the volume and pushed it away. So hopefully that sounds a whole lot better. I'm not blaring in anybody's ears. So they should know. I don't know how they write in these articles. What's going on? Who's in the writing room? When you put out an article like this to tell the public, we should know for certain. Because we have Michael Letsko, he caught that virus out the air after that Russian ate that bat soup. It flew over the seas. Oh, okay. All right. So, okay, right there. Okay. So, well, Costa 2 has the ability to infect humans, but there is no early detection. It leads to serious illness in most people. But there's no early detection that it leads to serious illness in most people. How would you even know? You didn't test it on most people. We don't know. So here we go. Back to prostitute Costa 2. Letko can't say whether Costa 2 will be problems for humans, but he is concerned that it has the potential to contribute a new variant. Run for your lives, people. The worry is that SARS-CoV-2 could spill back over into humans and infect with something called like Costa 2 prostitute and recombine and then infect human cells. You know what? That's it. I ain't reading no more of this bullshit. I should have been a scientist. I mean, I think they passing out degrees. I mean, just give me one. I can do it. I can write some bullshit up out here. It could be, I don't know what, maybe in fact, I ain't tested nothing, but I'm just saying it. Costa, okay, here it is. Costa 2 was detected in 2020. It belongs to the same subcategory of coronaviruses as SARS-CoV-2. The discovery of Costa 2 prostitute, according to the researchers. Now, why are we just hearing about it? It was discovered in 2020, and now in 2022, we're just hearing about the new prostitute, Costa 2. Oh Lord. Okay. Let me put this article in here. I'm not reading no more of this bullshit. I should, you know what, just give me, you know what, since they writing out degrees anyway like that, that's how they doing it. You know, they just handing them out. Ain't nobody earning shit. Give me one. Because I don't want to, I'm smarter than all these degree motherfuckers. Trust and believe. There's the article in there. It's over here on Pilled and Rumble in there. Okay, we're gonna go from there to should we go to Mad Hunky? We're gonna show, okay, let's do Mad Hunky first, and then we'll go into because we're gonna do segments, And anyone tonight is roast. This is a chop roast live stream, and I will not be taking calls, but I will be taking panels where you can come in and add to the roast. Now you'll come in, sit in the green room. You're gonna come on, and you can add to roasting anybody you want to add and chop up. Ain't nobody gonna because that's what we're doing tonight. All fun. But before we get into this, all video, sound, and music used during this broadcast falls under fair use. Fair use is allowed for the purpose of criticism, news reporting, teaching, and parody, which doesn't infringe on copyright under 17 USC 107. Okay, Kiki may be here tonight. I hope she ain't. She was up late last night, and we go. She was up late last night, like I was up late last night, thinking about this show and researching. Got caught up because we got that strong black woman, Meghan Markle. That's the last that we saving her for last. We getting her ass last. I started looking into this shit with her, with that thing. Oh, we gonna get into that. It's just a lot with her, but to put this for, but you put panel.axtruth.com on your browser. You can come in. You can come in and be on camera if you want, or you can leave the icon up there. Come in and quickly add some chops, some roast, cut them up if that's what you want to do. If you want to try to cut me up, I don't care. Come on in. Let's see. We can talk about it. But that's how we're doing the show tonight. But because I just wanted to do something different tonight. You see, the old Rumble chat is up there. Okay, let me put that. Okay, let me put that up there. I don't have the right. Is somebody in Rumble over there? Let's see. Not yet. Okay. All right. Let me pull that up over here. Okay. Y'all hearing the sexy sounds of Kiki Green, Run My Mouth. You can hear it on Spotify. That's the only thing you need to go to Spotify for. Kiki Green. Don't go there for, well, ain't nobody going there for Meghan Markle. They just lying. These companies gonna stop all that shit. They losing money trying to paint a narrative. And that's all they trying to do with this chick. And they losing money. She done conned them folks into giving her this money. Her and Prince, Netflix. It was Netflix and Spotify. She done conned them into giving this money. And they thinking they dependent on the tabloids. They depending on the tabloids to boots her up. Oh, they're saying they don't get those who are saying they don't get notifications on Odyssey. Tell them to click on the bell button next to the following button and turn on notifications. That's how you do it. And always remember, my show starts between 8:30 and 9:30 p.m. on Monday. So even if you don't get a notification, Axe is on Monday, unless it's up on the website telling you that I'm not going to be on tonight. Let's see. And if you're on Rumble, and if you're not, if you don't have the lineup hit there, so go to Rumble and put rumble.axtruth.com, and you'll see the live stream. You can, if you just go to Rumble, put rumble.axtruth.com, and that's how you can see the live stream there. So we got the chat there up here. Okay, we listen to the sexy sounds of Kiki Green on Spotify. That's the only reason why I put Spotify on my phone. Any other reason was not to put it there because I do not put in. I got too much shit on my phone, but I put that on there for Kiki's album. Is really good. This is dedicated to the illegal migrants. Am I talking about them tonight? I don't think I am. I don't think we're gonna roast them tonight, but y'all may want to roast them. I don't know. So, all right. So let's get into the. Let me get over here. Good. Who cares for the woke go broke? Exactly. I guess they haven't gotten the memo yet. Nobody's buying into this woke shit, and they just keep trying to skip it around and fake oppression and Meghan Markle is that strong black woman. She playing, you know, and the reason why I'm roasting her tonight because I'm tired of the strong black woman, oppressed black woman bit that she's using. This bitch ain't never been black until she got over there with them over there in Britain. Because she thought she was gonna be the Beyonce of the UK, and everybody, and then you got people out here saying they doing that because it's racism and all that shit. They ain't got nothing to do with it. This is a no talent hoe. She is she's Sally Richardson 2.0. And she just do it a little bit better than Sally Richardson. Sally Richardson didn't do it good. Let me say that material for that part of the show. Okay, because I mean, y'all go, Sally Richardson, who is that? Or one of them. She went out there trying to do her thing, and it didn't work. She got one movie. What was that movie with Keenan Waiters and them? And they had Amazing Grace in it. With Jada Pinkett Smith in it. Low Down Dirty Shame. That's what she got. Sally Richardson got that. That's what she got. That's the only movie she got. Yeah, Sally was fine. She was fine. You know, and that's the only thing Sally could do. I mean, she fine. You know, fine only gets you so far. If you're not talented, you're not talented. They can push you on us as much as they can, but if all you could do is just read a line, recite it, that's what Meghan did. She wasn't no good actress. That's why she was flipping cards on. Showing numbers on Deal or No Deal over there with Claudia Jordan with them bad feet. What's up, Bonehead? Welcome over here on Rumble. Thank you, Bonehead. Tell all your friends to come in on this chat over here on Monday night because this is the roast. This is Monday night's chop roast, and y'all can come in, join in on the roast at chop at put in panel.axtruth.com and you can come on the screen, either icon or be on camera and roast whoever you want to roast. Let's see. Please said she accidentally typed 10 p.m. on the notifications. Pam donated. Thank you, Pam. Thank you so much for that donation over there on Odyssey. Thank you so much. Harley Quinn is here. Thank you so much. Okay, so let's go into the mad. Let's go into Mad Hunky. I'm gonna get Kiki to write. She gonna do something with this. She gonna do something. Hunkies are mad. We gonna get her to do something. I'm gonna get her to write and compose a song so I can use it originally on this show for the Mad Hunkies. Mad Hunkies, Mad Hunky, Mad Hunky. This is the Mad Hunkies. Breaking news, Mad Hunkies. Angry hunkies, fat hunkies. All right, we're talking about mad fat hunkies now. Okay, mad fat hunkies. And we know what a hunky is. A hunky is a white liberal, feminist. A white liberal. All the white liberals are hunkies. That's how. So we know that we don't like the hunkies. I'm okay with the crackers and the mayo monkeys, the rednecks, the peckerwoods. What else they call y'all? I'm part of that. So, some people get offended by the hunky word, and that is the true hunky, the white liberals, the Miss Millies, the Nancy Pelosi's, and then we got her on the she's getting chopped and roast today too. So we have an obese woman claims that thin people aren't allowed to speak when a fat person is talking. Now here is that big bitch.
Everyone, this is just a friendly reminder that if a fat person is talking about their own experience with fat phobia, their own experience with their body, with their fat body, their larger body, their plus size body, whatever they fucking want to call it, that when a fat person is talking about their own shit, their own experience, whatever the fuck it is, that's not an invitation for thin people to insert themselves in a conversation that's not about them. Just so you know. Because when a marginalized person, yes, because fat people are marginalized. If you don't fucking understand that, then look at intersectionality and the different intersections, because body size is one of them. Back to the point, it's not an invitation for thin people to just enter into the space of fat people to talk about themselves. No offense, but this isn't fucking about you. And if you think it is, that's your own fucking projection. Go to therapy and let fat and marginalized people talk.
How about fat people put the fork down? Do what Stacey Abrams should have been did. To put that fork down and did some laps. You know, there's no such thing as fat phobia, but they make up shit on the left, and then they want us to adopt it and to fall into it like fat phobia. No, if you fat, you fat. Fat people know they fat. You can talk about fat phobia. Ain't nobody scared of y'all. Ain't nothing. If you're fat, you're fat. And whatever context anybody want to use anything. What's wrong with these hunkies? Oh, what in the hell is going on in 2022? More and more crazy. That is why the Democrat Party is dead. There's no recovering. There's no recovering for this party. I mean, they're not going to recover. It's really sad because they stuck on stupid. They don't have nothing to run on. They got crazy people running for office. And then you have and then they have all these different terms they got brought up out here that they didn't put out here for everyone to learn. All this new shit. Everybody's supposed to be learning all these new words, new definitions, new genders, because that's what's important now, what trans people can do. And we need to worry about trans rights and climate change, but yet I'm having trouble putting food on the table. I don't have my dollar. I'm living paycheck to paycheck, barely making it. So, but before I go any further, I do want to say this tomorrow night. I did a very good panel discussion yesterday on something that has been on me to do it for like 7 or 8 months. And I finally got around to doing it. And I did a show on autism because I think autism is something, I guess, it was God telling me that this is something that it's not talked about enough, awareness of it. And it's something very serious because we have more and more kids suffering from this. Yesterday was I had 3 choppers that were on that show panel, and it went so smooth, so perfect, and the discussion was so good. I was enlightened and educated, and you will be too. It will air tomorrow night at 8 p.m. live. It's a recording, but it's going to be live on all platforms. And we're going to be doing it again, and we want to incorporate more people to the discussion who will have experience with this. I have nobody in my family with autism. I don't really know anybody personally with autism. God put it on my heart to go in to look into this and to do that particular show, and I'll be playing it tomorrow. It's really, really good, and I think you guys will very much enjoy it. And and I think it's going to help a lot of people because we need to talk about it, bring more awareness to it, and this is real experience. People that have children, and there are different age ranges in this particular discussion, and you can hear their real life experience for it. And I'm so grateful and thankful that they did that with me yesterday. They were able to do that with me. So, but yes, Americans are living paycheck to paycheck, barely making it. Our dollar is just not going as far as it used to because the prices are high, inflation. I was in the drugstore today and I looked down. I said, let me just look and see how much a Kit Kat is. A Kit Kat was $1.50. A Kit Kat used to be 50 cents. It's $1.50. I'm talking about, this is the small one, not the big one. The little small one. The small Snickers, which is about this big, is $1.40. You telling me that same thing that's only worth 50 cents is now $1.40? And we got to talk about trans rights and climate change and all this bullshit. This is why the Democrat Party will not recover. It's a dying party. It's a dead party. So, so we got that. Okay, so now we're going to move into our next segment. Our next segment is our next segment on tonight's show is we're going back to school. Back to school again. Okay, this is college night. College Hill is a celebrity edition. Now you see on the screen we have Big Freida and Nene Leaks and Ray J. They are the stars of this new BET series. And Big Freida, y'all see what you see what Big Freida is. This is a celebrity. This is a celebrity edition now. BET is doing College Hill, the celebrity edition, with some old bitches. Nene Leak is over 50. Big Freida got to be busting on 60. I mean, I don't know how old that this thing is. Then you got Ray J and some other hookers on this show. And the reason why I'm roasting this tonight, because when I saw it, I said, what in the hell is this shit? And the way I found out about it, I was actually just glanced at Twitter and a promotion came up. Then I looked. First thing I say, well, what is this thing over here on this far left with this green pullover, whatever the hell it is? I saw Ray J there, and then I didn't know that was Nene, because you know Nene. Now, what you see on the far left of this picture, that's Nene. That's the real Nene. Now, what you see in the middle is the drag queen made up Nene. 3 cakes of makeup. That's what we have here. That's the kind of Nene Leaks we have here. So you know she is the former Atlanta housewives that fumbled the bag and they said she was gonna sue them Jews over there, but for racism, because she didn't like the image they was putting out for black women's, but she was part of that image. Part of doing it. Her and Tamar Braxton called themselves finna sue and make a cause. They thought they were finna start up a cause. They had a petition going around to say to have them respect black women's and everything. And she was gonna do all this. I remembered I didn't even follow it to continue because I knew it wasn't gonna work. She didn't have the coins to really get the right lawyers to do what she needed to do to go up against Bravo, the network, and everything, and Andy Cohen. And you know, really, she should have went over there. She should have stayed doing whatever she needed to do for that sister Andy Cohen over there. She just stepped kissing his ass like all the other ones do. Don't even try to fan the flames. You know, whatever he decides he gonna do, if he gonna give you the money, if he gonna shorten the bag, you still keep you on. You need this money to pay them bills, because you know Ebony magazine put Nene Leaks on the front of it and said, "I'm rich." That she was so rich, and I'm looking at this bullshit. Now, Ebony magazine, isn't that sold? Is Sonya here? I think Sonya was in here. Didn't Johnson, didn't he sell that magazine? He don't own that no more. The black person don't own that no more. Didn't Johnson get rid of that? Let's see. Atomic Blonde said her head doesn't even fit the screen. Big Freida, I mean, Big Freida is a big old man, and I don't know what is they calling Big Freida, but it's sold. Every magazine is sold. Okay, good, Montana. I knew it was sold because they put that junk on there. A reality star, she's so rich, and she went around telling everybody she was rich. I'm going like, what? No, rich. What do you make? What did you create? What did you build? All you are is a personality that they're selling and using on television. Understand this. When you're in reality TV, you're just a personality. They're using you. They're marketing you. You have an audience. Pretty soon, you're going to run out. Everybody runs out unless you're just so super duper. And the nose knows. But you're going to run out. And they ain't gonna be able to use you no more. And your 15 minutes of fame is over, like Omarosa. So this going back to school shit with these old bitches, this play shit that they putting on here, it ain't gonna sell. Why won't BET? Because we know BET was sold. Everybody know BET was sold to the hunkies. Well, not the hunkies, the bagels. And ever since they bought that, I think they bought it in 1999. I believe that's when I stopped watching BET anyway. I knew I stopped watching it around there. I think it was 1999, around that same period. That's when I stopped listening to any urban radio too. I stopped listening to urban radio, BET. I just cut all that shit out. because it was just toxic and negative, and it was just, ugh. And it's just, he was, you know, it's just, and a lot of black people feel that way about how they just portray black people in this, you know, they ain't normal, they can't be normal. It's got to be some old ethnic stereotype, stereotypical bullshit. That's what they do. And people want to buy into that and say that's culture because they want to be so different from these crackers. Because the crackers, obviously, you crackers ain't doing it right, but y'all have more. You get your, but you have your success. You have more successes than the shine. But some reason y'all ain't doing that right. They don't want to sign on to what y'all doing. Remember, but Andrea on Love After Lockup said it. She said it best. Is it my fault that the best? She said the best schooling and practices are in the white neighborhoods. And that's where she took her kids. I'm paraphrasing here. I'll have that for y'all. Should have had that already ready if I was going to go into this. But when she moved her kids, she lived in Utah. She was a Mormon. She went into, you know, because they had, you know, one thing about, I ain't going to say I'm for Mormonism, but, you know, they have a moral, any type of spirituality has some kind of moral compass there. And we know the Shine community, they have took moral, spiritual value and thrown it out the window. The Democrat Party has thrown it out the window. The Black church has thrown it out the window because they invited a demon there this weekend. That's another roast that we're going into on tonight's show. But let's get into the show because I mean, we got to get to that. Queen Kong is on the chopping block tonight. A church, the Black church ain't shit. But anyway, okay, so BET got this this thing with Nene Leaks. So it is going to be a disaster. Bones 3 Patriots said this is bullshit to the fullest. Absolutely, that is what they put on BET. That's why I don't know anybody they gotta have super low IQs that watch BET. There's nothing on BET that's good. I mean, I couldn't tell you what's on it because I definitely don't turn to that channel, any of their crap. I used to like TV One. But I don't have any kind of cable anymore. So I used to like TV One. And the best thing about TV One I liked was the unsongs. I like those. And as soon as I found a way of being able to go watch those, I do like watching unsung. That was probably it. Stacey Dash. Now it's time to get her. Thank you, fam. Now it's time to get her, Stacey Dash. Okay, since this is straight up foolishness. Like somebody said, they don't even know who half those people are in there. You know, these people, everybody need a job. Everybody trying to get a check. Everybody know BET don't even pay much money. But Stacey Dash need a check. Stacey Dash, let's talk about her. Stacey Dash, you know, she's supposed to be a conservative, whatever the hell it is. But she also said, was on record saying, if we want to get rid of racism and discrimination, we need to get rid of networks like BET. Which, you know, we have all Black networks. They have segregated Blacks in all kinds of things. You can turn on every app, Amazon, Hulu, all of them. You're going to have some kind of Black cinema, Black something, Black this, Black that. Categories that I don't go to. I know. Categories I don't even go to. No, because I don't. A lot of the shit that they're making is trash. So I know I don't go to those categories. But that's for the people who like to go and look at the trash. You know, if there is some really good Black cinema, I haven't seen none in a while. I think the last piece. Let me think. Was it The Color Purple? It had to be something else. Maybe y'all can put something in the chat and tell me if y'all know anything else that was good. That was a Black piece of art movie. I saw Precious. It was good. It was okay. It was very disturbing. It was a movie that you can only watch once and then you can't watch it again. So I can't even count that. But Stacey Dash, she done took her ass over here. She need to get a check. She on there, they gonna Jones her about thinking that she ain't Black enough. So is she gonna black it up on the show? Because that's what the light-skinned biracials do. You know, that's what the problem we're having now. That's what the Meghan Markles do. Then they're going to rely on it. They revert back. They never, if you're biracial, they never refer to their Caucasian side. They always cling to the victim side, the black card side. And that's what they do. That's the name of the game. So, but here's a little bit more context. We have a alphabet Rainbow Jason. This is on Fat Rainbow on YouTube. He has a channel and he interviewed Nene and Big Freida. I told you these hunky liberals, they always uphold the foolishness and the buffoonery of the Shine community, the mammies and the sissies. They love them. That's why you know, Stacey's biggest supporter, Big Shirley, we getting to her. Big Shirley's biggest supporters in the state of Georgia is the white hunky sissy. That's who it is. Them hunky sissies, they're the biggest supporters. They love Stacey Abrams. They got it on. They got the t-shirts on. They out there standing with her, you know, waving the flag and the rainbow flag and all that. They out there doing all that with her. It's them. So here we have, of course, them being them. Like I told you, the white sisters, they are the most racist people ever. Condescending, but they also like one thing that they like from the minorities. Everybody know what it is. Faith in God here tonight. We know what that is. So here's a description of exactly what this dumb show is. Taking these old people, pretending like they're going to school, doing some homework, and they get a certificate at the end. But they used to have a show on BET called College Hill back in the, I guess it was in the 2000s. I wasn't watching it, but they did have a show with actual black college students that were in college getting an education. Of course, we can't show that now. We got to do the celebrity edition. We can't show real black students trying to better themselves, get an education. We can't do that. Everybody know why.
Up now, our next guests are TV legends in their own right, and they're teaming up for a new reality show where they're going to be going back to school. Take a look at College Hill Celebrity Edition.
You know who it is, the one and only Big Freida, the Queen Diva, your best a believer. People know me because I'm the Queen of Bounce. I work with some of your faves, Beyonce, Drake, Lizzo. Hello! I went to school for nursing, and then Bounce happened, and I didn't go back to school. I do have some regrets of not finishing school, especially because I was only one semester away from graduating.
Who is that?
You already know. Hey, Nene.
Freida! Freida is here in the house with me. This is so great. Who doesn't love Freida? You already know.
Everyone loves Freida. Please welcome two people who should be on the pop culture Mount Rushmore. Freida and the OG, Nene Leaks, everyone.
Hey.
Good morning. Good morning, Nene. Good morning, Freida.
Good morning.
Nene, the first question goes to you. Can you tell the folks a little bit about the concept of how the show works?
So College Hill is a show where you have us move in the house. 6 or 8 of us moved to Houston into a house to take on the full college experience. And in this experience, we are attending college, HBCU out in Houston, Texas. We are attending class, pep rallies, basketball game. We have to do homework. We take on the real, true college experience. We have to be on time. We have projects that are due. And we also, if we complete everything in a timely manner, we get to graduate as well. And we get a certificate.
Freida, what was day one like in filming? A little bit of trepidation? Were you like, what the hell am I doing? What was that day one like?
Day one was very nerve-wracking because we didn't know who was exactly in the house, and they were trying to coordinate everybody arriving at different times. And we didn't know, what to expect when we got in the house, who the other celebrities were. what was the college courses that we were going to take. So it's very nerve-wracking on the first day, just not knowing anything, just knowing that you're about to show up at either this dorm room or this house we didn't really know.
Hello, good morning. That's Big Freida, Miss Freida. Everybody loves Freida. Did you see that? Did you? I just want y'all to pay attention. Did you pay attention to the hunky? How he was praising. Everybody loves, just phony. That's just how they are. But let's get the Nene in that makeup. So she's contoured and snatched, a whole painted on face, just a whole mask. A show where they doing a back to school to get a piece of certificate made up by BET. It doesn't mean anything. The certificate, they can't take it nowhere and show it nowhere. Just some fluff, a fluff show with some fluff. Everybody trying to get a check. Ray J, do I need to go in on that? Yeah. Ray J. Poor thing. Listen, let me just say, Miss Thing. Do what you need to do. Come on out of that closet. Quit playing. Everybody know this out here already. You did your PSA, giving props to the LGBT alphabet soup 1, 2, 3 community. When Pride was up, you telling everybody, all the straight dudes to come in with the Pride, because you was knowing you was going out there to play around in the Pride, to do what you was going to do in the Pride, because that's what you like to do. Now, yes, you did the sex tape with Kim Kardashian and everything, and she is the one who came up and built an empire. And your black ass, you got some chains, some crumpets. Now you on this damn show. It's just a shame. And now he doing something. He fighting with the Kardashians. They gonna end up. It's too late. Too late. It's too late. It's over for you. I mean, you should have did that when she was getting her come up off the tape that you was doing the work in. All she was doing was laying there. Ooh, ooh. And now you on BET doing back to school. God almighty. It's too late. I don't know what Ray J doing that, but this is what they gotta do for a check. Get on the show, get a fake certificate. and they can't bring on real college students. This is where the bagel's at. This is how BET portray, and I guess, if you need to get a check, entertainment is your business, is your business. Stacey Dash, you at the very bottom of the barrel. You at the bottom of the barrel. You getting BET checks, EBT checks. Isn't that what it is? EBT. BET is the EBT of TV. What's up, Boneheads and C Wags and let me see. 1 minute. I have to let's see. C Wags over there on C Wags 48 over there on Rumble. I don't have that many people on Rumble watching yet. Wonder why. It's so shady over there to me. Anyway, okay, so so that's what they're doing over there at BET. That was Big Freida and the white sissy that was promoting that mess. Okay, so who we going on next? Let's see who's next on the docket on the chopping block tonight. On the roast, and if you want to come in and roast and add to the roast, you can go in. 51 people's watching. Oh, okay, I can't see the count over here, so thank you so much. Hello to the 51 people watching over there on Rumble. There's no chat on the there's no chat on the Rumble app because Rumble's too cheap. They need to go back to school. They too cheap to update their app like Odyssey does. So you can chat on the app. Okay, anyway, so let's move on. Now we're gonna move into, we did Mad Hunkies. We did back to school with the college night. Now we're gonna go into Big Shirley. Big Shirley. Big Shirley, she is the replica of Georgia. You see this right here? She looks like the state of Georgia. She's the size of Georgia. This is the perfect meme for Big Shirley. We in Big Shirley news. Big Shirley, we're going to do Big Shirley and Miss Millie and the Mammies. Big Shirley, Miss Millie, and the Mammies portion of the show, and Queen Kong. Now let's go down again. We're in the Big Shirley, Miss Millie and the Mammies, and Queen Kong. Miss Queen Kong, the honorary Sheila Jackson Lee. Sheila Jackson Lee. Big old deep voice. Her voice deeper than mine. I need Sheila. I need you to train me on how to speak. I got a high voice. My voice ain't as deep as yours. She's doing the church rounds, begging for votes, baby. Okay, so we're gonna get to that. Militant front national call of Shirley Big Fat Shamu. Exactly, Fat Shamu. See, everybody know when it comes to Big Shirley, it is what it is. I've already said this. That's why they didn't put her on the ballot. They had already seen plantation follies. They knew. They said we can't give Axe no more material if we put Big Shirley with Massa. Massa Joe. See, it had to be a Massa Mammy ticket because of all their social justice warriors, black, and and all this racism, white supremacy. They had to put a blackie on the ticket in 2020. I did plantation follies. I'm the only person who did it. And they saw it. Frederica saw it first. Where is Frederica? Is she still in Congress? See, you have to ask these questions because they don't do no work anyway. Frederica wear all them costumes to work, so let me see. But where is Frederica? I just need to know. Where is Frederica? Okay. Okay, so I'm just make sure I'm getting all my material in here so we can have it, so I can keep the show moving. Okay, so here we go. So Frederica, I don't know, she's still is she still elected? But she don't do anything anyway. So, I don't know. But Frederica saw my work. She got online. She talking about we gonna shut these people down online talking about Congress, people in Congress. It's a shame in the United States of America. We gonna shut you down. Shut up, bitch. You can't tell nobody what to say. I'm gonna keep roasting you motherfuckers. Especially you you mammies. And we got the mammies. We have the Miss Millie and Mammy portion. We're gonna combine this with Big Shirley in this segment of the show. If you want to come in on there and add to the roast, go ahead and put in panel.axtruth.com if you got something that you want to get on here and roast these bitches about too. All right, so Big Shirley is going to lose in Georgia. Now, I'm not no fan of Brian Kemp. To me, he ain't no different really from Big Shirley. He just as corrupt. Now, Big Shirley had some dirt on him in 2016. They had some dirt out here about these massage parlors and shit that he owned and in. Some kind of shit going on with some prostitution and shit. I don't know, but you can't really throw that bone out at somebody when you involved in that type of shit too, with child trafficking, drug, you dealing drug sales, illegal arms sales. All these politicians, the majority of them are crooks. They're tied up in some black market shit, along with they do that shit with the stock market. See, they got it working on all ends. If we need to start auditing some tax records, we want to see some tax records. Tax records should be made public for all these people in Congress, since they want to bring up Trump's tax records. Since they want to do that, we need all of theirs, the Republicans and the Democrats. I'm not discriminating here. I want all these motherfuckers. I mean, all of them are corrupt. I don't give a damn. Let's put it on the table. We're gonna see how the hell you got this much money and you make this much money. AOC is in the millionaires. That dumb bitch. How the hell? Where'd it come from? That's the grift. That's why these mammies are running around here mad, trying to get black men These black women trying to get black men, bully black men into going to the polls, because black men, a lot of the straight black men, like I said, the straight heterosexual black men have no business voting Democrat at all, period. Unless you unless you unless you one of them, then I can see you going down there because you like to be, you want probably going down there to meet somebody. So you go vote Democrat if you're heterosexual, because there's nothing in the Democrat Party about heterosexual black men, period, other than you need to do what Mammy says. Am I lying? Candy Birds is voting for Big Shirley. Of course, you know Candy Birds is voting for Big Shirley. Candy Birds is voting for anything that has to do with the alphabets. She was out there at the pride with the rainbows, you know. So, but straight black men they're not doing it. Let's say even if the Democratic Party was had something in there for black men, just on the optics alone. I got a straight black man here. Bones, what you think? When you look at Big Shirley, that ugly, big, fat, morbidly obese woman with that gap tooth, no, y'all would have done better if you'd have put that Freaknik trick, you know, Keisha Lance Bottoms, you know, that girl that was walking up and down Peachtree in the 90s. I remember her from way back out there hoeing. Yeah, get her on the ballot. She could have did better. At least she's something you could look at. Not this big, fat, morbidly obese. Only people gonna uplift her and talk about how, ooh, she's so fierce and ooh, she bad. That's the blind ass white sissies out here. Them, the ones I can't stand. I live around a lot of them. I be waiting on one of them to say something to me. I go out the door waiting on one. I just want to cuss, get into it with one of them. But they blaming black men because they know they have looked at the polls. They have assessed the situation for what it is. And they're blaming black men ahead of time for her loss. She lost to Kemp in 2016, but she, you know, they were doing their shenanigans then. They just didn't do enough of it. You know, I think but it was a $66,000, it was over 65,000 votes. They tell me that was close. No, 65,000 votes is not close. I don't know why some of these shines and mammies out here acting like that was close. There wasn't 65,000 people. You're not going to get any more. Where was them other 65,000 votes that she needed to catch up with Kemp? No, she wanted to count any provisional ballot that had a mark on it. It can have a little scratch. Yeah, that's me. That's for me. That's my vote. That wasn't the mammy vote. So black men were not voting for this obese, gap tooth, whatever them spigots she got going out her damn head. Put on a wig, get a lace front, put on a James Brown wig like Maxine. You do something, Stacey. Put down that damn fork. Put the fork down and drink some juice. No juice. Scratch that water with some mineral salt in it and lemon. I know she watching. Make sure you do that. And then I want you to get your big ass, because you can't run, walk around the block and do your campaign commercial. Show the people that you working on that weight, because that big ass, being big, fat, and obese, all that scream is lazy. Everybody looking at that. Everybody look at this woman. They say she big and fat. That she lazy as hell. That's just lazy. You don't need to be running for governor. Go sit down. Bring on the hoes. Get Keisha Lance Bottoms. Get her. Shit. Jesse, I bet she tears into some fried chicken. Yeah, she tears into fried chicken. If you use your phone browser on Rumble, you can see the chat. So use the phone. If you use your browser on Rumble, you can see the chat. If you use, you can do that. That's how you can see the chat on Rumble. Just put Rumble on your browser, because the app doesn't do it. So yes, I mean, Stacey, you gonna have to, really, Stacey, just bow out. It's a wrap for you, because as long as you out here, I'm gonna keep roasting your ass, put my foot on your neck. Big Shirley, you just big. There's no, they could put you on the front of Vogue, which they did. That didn't help you. They put you on the front of Vogue. They photoshopped that shit. They put you on something else. They put you in a suit with some pants. You still saw that big ass gut out there. That didn't help you. You just big and disgusting. Big Shirley, go have a seat. Your campaigning days are over. As long as Axe is around, I'm gonna be roasting your ass until I see you doing something about that weight. Then you had the audacity to do a campaign commercial talking about let's eat. Who in the hell told her to do that? Them what? You know who did it? Them hunkies. Them hunkies told her to, let's do this video of you in the kitchen, and that the last words in the campaign commercial was let's eat. So you said, I'm surprised Keisha didn't go for the job. Yeah, exactly. That's what I'm saying. She should have did that. I mean, they would have had a better chance. I just need Big Stacey just bow out. I know y'all watch the show. Y'all watch it. Y'all don't like me. I'm telling you, I'm giving you the best advice. You know, Mitch McConnell is ugly, but he rigging it up there too. You know, that's the only reason why his ugly ass is still there. Dianne Feinstein, ugly. See, them super ugly. I mean, Dianne Feinstein, now she takes the cake. That she looked like the Crypt Keeper, but female. I mean, Dianne Feinstein, don't she get the top of the list, the ugly award, the ugly hunky? Oh no, she's a Stein. The ugly bagel award. Let's see. What's up, 30 something media over there on Fox? So welcome to tonight's chop roast. This is one of these shows that we're not going to be doing. I'm not going to be talking about the airborne AIDS or the monkey AIDS or any of them AIDS that are out here, and everybody getting their Jim Jones AIDS. Go get them Jim Jones AIDS. I don't care. I did enough of that. My record speaks for itself. I'm all for the Jim Jones. Go get it. We sitting back watching. Keep calling us crazy. But let me okay, so what we have here is Tiffany Cross over here on MSDNC. She's basically coming out here saying, you know, it's black men and the Tariq Nasheed crowd and the Kevin Samuels crowd. Here we have a black bitch. She's past the wall. She can't have any kids. She's unmarried. Pretty, cute, but that's it. She's another, what's that girl name that I did? Ebony K. Williams. She's one of them. One of these bitches out here. Single. Got her education and all her degrees and shit. But can't nobody, she too good for this man, that man, or whatever. And then just a gynocrat. She's part of the gynocracy. And that gynocracy has got her where she's at. A mad one of these, she put her in the same category as the Lisa Rays and the damn Vivica Foxes. The what's the other bitch with them fucked up feet? Claudia Jordan. And I got a story about Claudia Jordan. I thought about it last time I talked to her when I was a liberal. It's a good story. I talked to her on Twitter because I was kind of fascinated by her because I thought she was pretty. You know, I was, and I talked to her through Twitter, and she gave me an answer. Now knowing that she's a gynocrat, now I see what the hell is. But I was a liberal then, didn't know what a gynocrat was. But here's another gynocrat on MSDNC blasting black men, thinking they're going to bully black men into voting, going to the polls, getting their booty to the polls to vote for these hoes.
made a really legitimate point here. I will say, you know, a lot of black men sometimes feel like they're ignored or they're put down, particularly sometimes even by black women in the media. So this is not that. But I do hear Roland's point that felt ignored. But you feel ignored, and then you go over to the other side. The oppressed feel oppressed, so then you go and try to align with the oppressor. So I'm not putting black men down, but sometimes it's like, well, some of you Kevin Samuels following Tariq Nasheed quoting people, please look at the truth and see what's happening and get in line with some of the black women. Is majority, like he said, vote Democrat, but that margin of people who can be plucked away from your people and go advance policies that harm your people, I just don't understand that. Roland made a really legitimate point here.
Go not align with your people and with policies that hurt your people. What kind of bullshit is this damn gynocrat mammy saying? What is she talking about? What policies have the Republicans put out that hurt black people? The only policies that I know have been put out here that hurt black people is the policies that have been put out here by the motherfucking Democrats. The 1994 crime bill was put out by you motherfuckers. What the fuck is this bitch talking about? This is a gynocrat whore. All she wants is black men to go out and vote for these black mammy whores. To get a government job, to be a whore, a political whore for the government. So they can get in there and whore around stealing taxpayer money like Maxine Waters and Queen Kong. I mean, but they're trying to create this narrative that this fat, obese, this morbidly obese, gap-toothed mammy looking like, she's in a class of her own. She ain't even, Hattie McDaniel is beautiful. Yeah, Hattie McDaniel was pretty. She was a beautiful big woman to me. So I seen her. So I didn't even put Hattie McDaniel nowhere near her. Hattie McDaniel put on a costume. She has class. And she would want to kick these bitches' ass if she was alive. But Big Shirley, she gonna lose, so they trying to paint and blame black men. This is what the white liberal do. This is what they do. And the mammies do. The Miss Millies who got these mammies, they got them trained in position because if they don't keep their job, they're gonna blame black men for not going to the polls to keep them in a job on the plantation so they can enrich themselves because they're not doing anything for their peoples. I don't know what the hell Tiffany Cross is talking about, that gynocrat. But here we have a Sambo sissy here. And I guess I don't on MSDNC. Here he is.
Men get blamed, and black people in general get blamed for failings on the part of the Democratic Party.
Yeah.
When policies get passed, when statutes, when candidates get elected, it's like, oh, the black people didn't turn out, the black people didn't turn out. And now it seems to be focused on black men. African-American men are super voters for the Democratic Party.
Yeah.
You don't have a lot of people going to Brian Kemp and going to DeSantis, but the issue has been...
There are a few.
There are a small number,
yeah.
but let's be realistic. The vast majority of black men are still voting for Democratic candidates. But the question, and the thing I hear from people all the time is important, is what has the Democratic Party done for black men?
That's a fair question.
That is a fair question. Yeah. And I think if Democrats spent more time talking about this is what we've done for brothers, this is what we've done for the working class guy and the guy in the C-suite, you wouldn't have these problems. And it feels like it's setting up a blame game so that if Stacey Abrams isn't elected and if Raphael Warnock ends up being defeated, black men will be blamed when in fact most of the time they are supporting the Democratic Party, even if the Democratic Party doesn't always support them. Yeah.
So black men are always blamed. Black people are always blamed if the Democrats don't win. Well, yeah. Because all y'all are votes to them. You're going to be blamed if they win. And then they're going to try to give you the credit when you're going to get blamed when they lose. And if they win, they try to give y'all the fake credit when we know those other reasons and components on why they won. We all know what those reasons are. We saw the hotsy-dotsy. When they're doing the hotsy-dotsy, they put it on, but they get the shines to help them do the hotsy-dotsy. We saw that in 2020. See, I'm on YouTube, so I can use that word. Those of y'all familiar with the hotsy-dotsy knew what happened in 2020. They gave us the hotsy-dotsy, and they used a lot of the shine community joined in to help them pull off the hotsy-dotsy. So anytime they win, they're doing a hotsy-dotsy to win. They're not winning on their policies. They're not winning on actual votes. I think the only time they probably actually maybe did win on actual votes was in 2008 when old Sissy ran against McCain. You know, and we was at hell. The economy was crashing then. And it was under a Republican president, so it had to go to a Democrat. So it wasn't like this monumental thing that they tried to make it seem like that Barack Obama pulled off. But now here we are again. The economy is crashing once again. The housing market is crashing once again, and it's worse than it was. It's going to be worse than it was in 2008. Thanks, and it's under Joe Biden and Kamala Harris. Ram said, I think you're right. It is how they hold black men down. One black woman told me that's why she holds on to her man is to keep him broke. Damn. Well, you know what? And black men are, and one thing I'm gonna say this because they just use black men. They use black men. They kill them and march for the dead. The black criminals, and they promote them to continue the behavior that got them killed in the first place so they can have a cause to get out here and march and say Black Lives Matter. And they use the death of black men for their causes and their liberals to get black people to the polls and stuff like that. But that's it. But they lock black men up, for what is it, mandatory minimums that was in the 1994 crime bill that President Joe Biden wrote. He authored that, and then these same blacks went and voted him in because Trump was racist. The big old fat orange white supremacists who did criminal justice reform and let a lot of niggas out of jail. But that's the racist one. Joe locked niggas up. Trump let niggas out. What in the hell is going on? Y'all, you know what? You can't make this shit up. So you can't make it up, but it doesn't stop there. It doesn't stop there. We have now Keisha Lance Bottoms. They done dug her ass. They done went and got this whore. This whore is sitting somewhere. I don't know. She didn't run for re-election here in Atlanta because she wasn't going to get re-elected. She's been replaced by a black man, Andre Dickens. Andre Dickens, I don't know. I'm gonna call them all that. Because that's what I'm thinking. They all this. Andre Dickens, he replaced Keisha Lance Bottoms, so he's in there. She was a city clerk, and somehow she went from clerk to mayor in a 4-year time. She got a job at City Hall as a clerk, and then she mayor the city. That's some serious hoeing. That's a serious hoeing. Anyway, so they then dug her ass up and brought her out here because the Democrats don't have anything to run on. Their policies suck. We have a bad economy. When Trump was in office, he gave us, no matter what people think or say, when Trump was in office, we had the best economy ever in history in this country. Bar none, his record speaks for itself on what he did. Jobs came back. There were more jobs than we had people to fill them. Salaries went up. Industries were coming back. We were energy independent. Those are just the facts. So I'm talking about record, not personal feelings, what you like and don't like, and all this other bullshit. Because everybody likes money in their pocket, their 401ks. They like that. Up 401ks went through the roof. Not all the gains of 401ks through that came when Trump was in office. They have gone. They are now wiped out. So that's what happened. And now this is where we're at. So, but since the Democrats don't have anything to run on, we're going to run against MAGA people, MAGA patriots. They're running against that. I don't know who over there, but I do. I don't know what I'm saying. I don't know who it is. It's some hunkies and some bagels. They thinking that this is a great campaign strategy. We're going to run against, since Trump ain't up here to physically, we'll just run against Trump supporters.
This election is a very important election, not just for Democrats, but also for Republicans, also for independents, and anyone who cares about the United States of America. There is a MAGA Republican agenda that gives no consideration to the rule of law, that has no respect for a woman's right to choose, that wants to defund the FBI. There is a MAGA Republican agenda that thought that it was okay to attack our nation's capital on January 6th. I think people will think of all of these things when they go to the ballot box, no matter what their party affiliation is, and I think that they will vote accordingly.
You know, I've noticed, and I think a lot of people have noticed, a certain phrase that you have been using since the very first answer, and that's MAGA Republicans or MAGA Republican agenda. It is a tough line being taken by the president and by you here right now against Republicans writ large. My question is, will the president and will folks in the administration between now and the November 8th elections keep hammering away at that phrase, at that imagery?
Well, I think it will be important for all of us who care about the United States of America to call out what we see. And what we see, again, with this MAGA Republican agenda is an effort to disrupt our democracy. So whether it be through November and beyond November, I think it will always be important to call out any effort there is to essentially destroy the United States of America. President Biden has been very clear. He wants to work in a bipartisan effort. He has worked in a bipartisan effort. He's been able to get things done on behalf of our country. But when you have a MAGA Republican agenda that has no respect for the Constitution, that has no respect for free and fair elections, then it is important for all of us, not just the president, not just me, for all of us to call it out for what it is. It is a danger to our democracy. It is a danger to our way of life.
She got a job. She's Biden's senior public, assistant to public relations. They gave her a job in his administration, so she got a job now. So that's why she's out. They didn't give her a job. Now, it's the same place. A blue carrot. Now, let me look this up real quick. Did the Italy get that new prime minister? Did she win? I think I'm gonna play something. Did she win? Because they kind of compare her to Hitler. So, because Italy is about nationalism. You know, MAGA has nothing to do with Trump, other than he led it, and he led the cause of America first. And Americans, sensible Americans, reasonable, responsible Americans say, yes, I think I won. She won. Exactly. Okay, she won. I'm gonna play something next with her. She won. Because they said, oh, y'all gonna bring all these people, these immigrants, migrants, refugees, and dump them off in our country, and we gotta cater to their ass, spend our money on trying to accommodate them, and then they're gonna turn around and call them a bunch of white supremacists and racists and all that shit. No, get their asses out, put them in their own country. Same thing that what we need to do over here. Get everybody who ain't supposed to be here, get them out of here, send them back. Let them come in here the right way. Because, you know, so MAGA is about that. America first, putting America's interests first, of the American people first, the government working for American people. So I don't know what this strategy to keep using that. Then they got that sissy, that Sambo sissy on there, Jonathan Capehart on there trying to, you know, just these lame ass, just anybody who watches MSDNC, they are straight up low IQ dumb. And they got this who I hear, yeah, we're gonna keep pressing that like that's a winning strategy. No, it's a fucked up, terrible strategy. You're going against Americans. So what we supposed to be for? The globalists, the global citizens. Is that what it was? Is that the term Nancy Pelosi, Ms. Millie? Isn't that the term that bitch said when she got booed today? Hello, global citizens. Did you hear this raggedy mouth whore? This raggedy mouth drunk bitch? She ain't no hoe because ain't nobody doing that. Well, she's a political whore. This raggedy mouth drunk got on stage and got booed in New York. This is to tell you, this tells you everything about whether when I say the Democrat Party is dead, the only thing holding them up is maids, mammies, Section 8 sissies, honkies. Honkies, that's the only thing, and that's a small minority of people. And some and them transistors, confusion, them crazies that they have activated the mentally ill, the hunky mentally ill sign on to the LGBT 1, 2, 3 alphabet soup community. Those people, very small minority of people that they keep catering and pandering to as if it's like that's that's gonna be, we had a big influx of homosexuals vote. No, they're less than 2% of the population, and of that 2%, probably only 0.5%, if that many, of these homosexuals even vote. I don't even know why would you pander to something of such a small value, but that's the Democrat. That's that party. So anyway, but Miss Millie, drunk ass Miss Millie, you know, she took her ass out here at this global what was this shit that she was at? Some climate change bullshit they had in New York City as a concert. They brought her out on stage, just like how, remember Ilhan Omar went out on stage? They took that Ilhan Omar when she went out on stage when she went out on stage in Minnesota, and they booed her ass off the stage because they was like, it was the what was this at? It was she got booed at the Global Citizens Festival, and she sat up here and, you know, brought her drunk ass out there trying to talk to these people, and the people started booing her. And it was several. And what I like about this, you're gonna see in this video, you're gonna see several clips. The Global Climate Initiative, a money laundering scheme. Yes, another one of their money laundering things. That's all it is. It ain't doing nothing. It ain't creating no jobs. It ain't gonna lower no bills and all this bullshit that you're gonna hear this old lying ass white bitch say. This racist ass white bitch. You know, she don't like that brown stuff on her. When that Mexican kid got closer, I said, wait a minute, get back now. Don't get that brown juice on me now. On this, and now I'm in this white suit. Stay over there. I don't know taco shoe. Y'all know y'all. You may have some taco sauce on you. You know, that's how these old hunkies. That's how these hunkies do. But this hunky brought her ass out here on this stage around a bunch of hunkies and crackers up there now. But I think these was but at least these hunkies knew better. Up there, they booed her ass. I mean, and I like, these are several clips from different camera phones, so you know this was not a one-off, a one section of it. Everybody up there, Democrats, you're dead. There's no recovery. You're not coming back from this until you come out and apologize and correct and say, you know what, we lied about every fucking thing. We lied, we cheated. We lied, we cheated, and we destroyed people's lives to convince you that the other side was the enemy. So we can bring in this new world order, global governance to control and strip you from your rights. You're not going to say that, but that's what you did. That's what you're about. And anybody that's against MAGA, that's what you for. That's what you for. If you're against MAGA, you for that other shit. And that other shit is against all of us. You want that shit? Go move your ass into Klaus Schwab's house. Move it into that old sissy's house. That's an old ugly sissy from way back. Move over there. Why don't you know, in the Rothschilds? There's some nasty, disgusting people. Go live around them. You know, because y'all are a small minority of people. There's no recovery for the Democrat Party. You can hear that here now. So the Republicans, you Republicans out here with your bullshit, because this is what the Republicans are doing. Now, I seen them in action. They're sitting up here trying to like finagle it away to keep the Democrats alive and potent, because they know when the Democrats die, their ass is dying too. They lean on each other. So you get to watch the crooked ass GOP too. See, I'm not going to just talk about Democrats. I'm talking about these dirty, disgusting, lying, weak back, slimy, crooked, stealing ass Republicans too. They in there stealing too. They in there money laundering too. They're in there making money on the black market too. I don't know which ones ain't doing it, but the majority of them are. Am I right? Am I right? Hey, am I right? I think I nailed it with that one, but here is Nancy Pelosi getting it.
We can start addressing it by responding at home. As Speaker of the House, I am here to thank you for your dad off the stage, Nancy Pants. Thinking and determination. It's thanks to your help. Get off the stage, you skank. The United States recently enacted historic climate legislation, which will be a game changer. Oh, God. It will slash carbon pollution by 40% by 2030. It will give an historic 300 and...
I couldn't talk about
As Speaker of the House, I am here to thank you for your dad's...
Nancy Pelosi. Why is everybody booing?
40% by 2030. It will give a historic 370. We can start addressing it by responding at home.
Amazing. Come on, guys, with urgent action, we can actually turn the ship around and defend our planet. Let's listen to some amazing music. Thank you.
At home. As Speaker of the House, I am here to thank you for your dazzling attitude, entrepreneurial thinking, and determination as global citizens. It's thanks to your...
They was booing her all over there. There's several different camera phones where they were booing all around the arena. Get your ass off the stage, bitch. Shut the fuck up. That's New York. That wasn't Alabama. That wasn't Tennessee. That wasn't Kansas, Kentucky. That wasn't Idaho. That wasn't Wyoming. That wasn't Missouri. That wasn't middle America. That wasn't Texas. That wasn't South Carolina. That wasn't Georgia. That was New York. That's what she got. Ilhan Omar, she got it up there in Minneapolis, in Minnesota, around her own people, them Somalians. She better stay her ass off from around them, and she can't go back to Somalia. Y'all know what they're gonna do to her over there. The Muslims, they don't like no hoe. If you're gonna be a hoe, be an undercover hoe. And then you ain't gonna be home with no white man. Home wrecking, a home wrecking hoe. She's a white man fucking home wrecking hoe. That's what Ilhan Omar was. Girl, you know what? You gonna get a note. You gonna get a call like what's that lady name? The porn star. What's her name when the Taliban called her? I thought they was gonna kill her. She stopped doing porn the next day. With what's her name? Mia Khalifa. That's it. Mia Khalifa. The Taliban got in touch with her. They said, now you done too much. We gonna kill your ass. Porn career over. Oh my bitch, you better stay in America. You better stay in America and don't go around them Somalians. Don't go around by yourself unless you have security guards, because they gonna fuck you up. Because you done got over here and got too out of your birth. You done went too crazy to sit up here and act like where you came from was better than America, to demonize this country and say all this shit. And these Somalians is over here, they got their ass over here. They probably saying, oh, I like it over here. I don't want to go back to Somalia. They go let them tell Minnesota up there. And they getting all that free shit that Obama gave them too when he brought their asses in here and put them in Minneapolis. So you gonna get out here and start talking a lot of shit. They say, oh, wait a minute, this bitch is crazy. Hell no, we don't want to go back. Shit. So I'm going like, so you know what? The Democrat Party is dead. Now I don't know how the Republicans going, you know what they ask trying to keep them up there a little bit. You can see the things that they're doing. They're voting on things that you sit and like, why would you vote for this? And that's totally against your base. And I'm not talking about them old regular rhinos. There's some new ones to add to it. McCarthy, you know, he's one of them. And what was the other one? It was another one that voted on some crazy shit they just did. I forgot that. I just so frustrated with them. I ain't even keeping up. But I knew it was something that they just voted on, and it was a lot of Republicans that signed on with it because they trying to keep the Democrat Party alive. The Democrat Party is dead. I'll say it again. They're dead. Unless they come out and admit the fact that they lied, cheated, deceived, destroyed things on purpose to push a global shutdown, a global takeover to destroy the middle class, to bring in a communist government, not socialist. It's communist. That's exactly what it is. We have a uniparty. Exactly. That's what we have. We have a uniparty. So, I mean, I ain't just roasting these Democrats. I'm on their ass tonight because it's so easy to roast them because they put their shit out here. The Republicans, they try to do it in slides, you know, on the slick slide on the backside. You know, you have to watch them real good. All of them. So, which leads me to Queen Kong. Queen Kong, the Queen Kong edition. We're in this Queen Kong segment. I can't believe nobody came in on the panel yet. Everybody's scared. Queen Kong. Here we have Queen Kong. This is the Queen Kong segment of the show. Sheila Jackson Lee, Miss Queen herself. It's a monkey time. Oh, monkey time. It's a monkey time. And it's Queen Kong. Oh my God. Well, you know what? This is an original piece. Queen Kong, y'all know I'm the one who coined that name. Anybody use it? They got it from me. They watch my show and they use it, but I don't care. Use it. That's her name, Queen Kong. And we got Gorilla Cookies. They cousins. Queen Kong, Gorilla Cookies is Maxine Waters. They cousins. Okay, but Queen Kong is in Texas with a triple crown weave. And she stink. This bitch, oh, now you know what? I do not like Queen Kong. No, never have liked her. Come on, sign my paper, Barack. She was all in Barack face, just every State of the Union up there, just with that triple crown weave. Go sit your ass down. Up there stealing folks, taking white women seats in first class. A big fat ass stealing for white woman seat. She said, hell, I'm the new Rosa. She said, you gonna be Rosa Parks now. Get your ass back. Let that monkey sit on down. So let that big bitch sit on down. So anyway, Sheila Jackson Lee, Queen Kong, has been redistricted in the state of Texas. She's been redistricted and stretched it out and all kinds of other shit. And she kind of scared. She don't know where her votes coming from. This bitch, we know these old disgusting black demon rats. They go to black churches only in an election year. That's the only time you see them. They're just like the Queen, Miss Hillary Clinton. Has been to the mountaintop. Isn't that what she said? I've been to the mountaintop. Isn't that what she said? What is it? What are them old Negro sayings? What was it that Hillary Clinton? Eyes no way tied. Isn't it? Eyes no way tied. They go in there and say this shit. They go in there and say that kind of shit for these Negroes, and they sit up there and they just fall into it. Yes, I've been to the mountaintop. Eyes no ways tied. Bring on Mahalia Jackson. Just this wannabe slaves. A slave fetish. So they have a slave fetish, an oppression fetish, a begging fetish. Let's march fetish. We in the fight. It's always a fight They in this fight. She out there in the fight. Fighting for what? What has she accomplished? And now we leave. I'm going into the black church, because the black church ain't shit. The black church ain't shit. They sold out the black community a long time ago. The black church ain't shit. That's what I'm saying about them. Every last one of them. Unless they out here talking about and saying what I'm saying. If they don't get up there and stand up here and say the black church has destroyed the black community, I want a black preacher to sit up there and be bold enough to say that shit. The black church has destroyed, enabled the destruction of the black community, and they encourage black genocide. That's what they do. All for that almighty green, all for that dollar. That's it. Crooked ass motherfuckers. See, I'm so pissed because when I saw this, Sheila Jackson Lee went to a friend of mine, a Chopper's church. She went to a church where one of the Choppers was at church this weekend. She was there. Soon as she saw that Sheila Jackson Lee was there and was getting up there to speak, she walked out. She got up, packed her, got her Bible, walked out the church, bust through the doors, got the hell out of there. That demon was sitting right up in there. She didn't even know that demon was there. She didn't see her. So here we are. Without further ado, you're going to see Sheila Jackson Lee speaking at the begging for votes at Starlight Missionary Baptist Church in Houston, Texas.
God for, amen, for each and every single one of you. We were ready to receive from our guests, but the Honorable Sheila Jackson Lee, amen, has made her arrival. Is that my friend, my brother there too? Amen. Good to see you, brother. Amen. So I want us to do a favor before we get into the preaching. Let's get all the preliminaries out the way, because y'all know how I feel about preaching. I don't like handling no business after the ministry. Amen. So let's clap our hands for the no other than Sister Mrs. Congresswoman Sheila Jackson Lee. Come on, clap your hand for her as she comes.
On me, brother. Well, when the man of God and the man of this house speaks, we listen. We listen. What an honorable and exciting time, Starlight. You look outstanding right here in the historic Acres home. I am delighted to be here this morning, delighted to my esteemed guests, to honor these wonderful 7 years. I think I was here for some earlier years. Doctor, wasn't I? I certainly was. Your installation? Oh, then I'm family then. I'm family. Let me take just a moment to honor this sacred ground and to be able to tell the people of God, if the world ever needed you, it sure needs you now. And the cruciality of this service is more than 7 years of honoring a time of life and time spent. It is more about what time you will spend going forward. And I couldn't imagine a better leader than Dr. Meach. Wonderful family that would guide and lead Starlight in its future life. Well, as I make my way around Houston, I'm sure to have the right music on. And so I all get filled up with, I trust in him. And somebody said, I would never have made it without you. And then came Fred Hammond, among others, that said, no weapons formed against you shall prosper. I have to be honest, a few tears came into my eyes. Because we live in a world where Dr. Meacham is leading you, but you don't know what he comes across in every daily life in serving this church. You don't know what happens when he goes to the bank, or what happens when he got to make a payment, or what happens when he's got to go to a bedside, Or what happens when they have to tell and go to a family because someone didn't make it? They had a story this morning about the amount of gun violence and how many people have been shot. And you may not know somebody's been shot, but somebody's been shot and their life has been altered forever. I wanted to come this morning because shepherds need to be honored. And any tenure as a shepherd, 1 year, 2 year, 3 year, 7 years, should be honored and admired. I hope you will count me friend. Representative Jarvis Johnson is a friend. I hope you'll count us as friends. We have fought together to make things different. Both of us are on the ballot. I know you're not going to let me get away from here because I've got challenges. See, I'm on the ballot in the middle of a redistricting lawsuit. I don't even have a final district. But I need everybody for whatever they throw at us on November. I need you all to get out and vote. I'm going to be just that honest. Because you have a member, Dr. Meacham, that knows that there is inflation pain. That's why we're fighting to get that health care down and $35 insulin. I don't ignore those things. People say, oh, they're just talking about one thing versus another. No, I'm not. I'm in there every day talking about inflation. But as I conclude my remarks in tribute to Dr. Meacham, I ask, as I've been going around, does anybody in here believe in justice? Does anybody in here believe in justice? So I don't need to tell you and throw you at the polls and throw you out to vote. Because if you believe in one iota of justice, you'll be running to the polls to make a difference. Not in Sheila Jackson Lee's life, but in your life, in this church's life, because as they have said, make it very clear, we are not of the world, but we are in the world. And some forlorn person needs to come to Starlight and find their refuge. But as they do so, let it be known that it's a church that when they were hungry, they fed them. When they didn't have any clothes, they gave it to them. And pastor, when they needed shelter, you found a way. And so if you count on your pastor for all of that, and he has to count on some of us to get some of that, then one, we honor him today, and two, the justice believers get out and do that duty that God has given to them. What? We're in the world, we're not of the world. But while we're here, we need to be busy until he comes. Pastor, I've come today really to elevate and honor you. As I pray for you, please pray for me. I'm on the battlefield of elections, and I am looking to Starlight to lift me up. But at the same time, as this is your 7th commemoration, I want them to know, take no years, no days, no hours, no seconds of your service for granted. And whatever day God gives you to serve, they need to elevate you and pray for you because you're serving every day. It is my honor to come and present to you this congressional recognition for your godliness, for your strength, and how good looking you got Starlight looking, because it sure is good looking. It looks like Starlight. And so this is to Dr. Jason Meacham, Starlight Missionary Baptist Church, 7 years in ministry. On this day, September 25th, 2022, born to the late Reverend Clifford B. Meacham and Dorothy Chapman Meacham, he could not help himself. He is elevated and graduated from Westlake High School. He is a Bachelor in Science and Theology from the College of Biblical Studies. I know he's on the way. And a doctorate degree in divinity, which was a long-time desire of his late father. Honor thy father and thy mother, that thy days may be long upon this gracious earth. And so it is this day that he was able to come from New Birth Tabernacle Church, and that he was able to come after his father took ill, to come to this place and to be able to raise it up. Father's dream and mother's dream. He continues to teach and preach and lift you up. Now, therefore, it be resolved that on behalf of the constituents of the 18th Congressional District, we honor and recognize Dr. Jason Meacham on the occasion of celebrating his 7th anniversary in ministry and community service of Starlight Missionary Baptist Church. To God be the glory for your commitment and dedication to the uplifting of his word. Your leadership is truly worthy of the respect, admiration, and commendation of the United States Congress. Sheila Jackson Lee, Member of Congress. Thank Representative, I know you're going to do your own. Come up here and get in this picture. Remember what we said? We're showing unity everywhere we go. Everywhere we go.
Monkey time. Sonya, you right. She said a bunch of nothing. And then gave out a piece of cardboard, a congressional recognition. They went and typed up some shit and put a piece of cardboard and glued some paper together and gave it to that punk. And Faith and God said that's a fag for sure. I was getting alphabet vibes from that preacher too. I'm going like, I don't know. But I think he married or whatever, but that don't mean nothing in church. Anyway, but the fact, and the reason why I'm going in on this is because the black church ain't shit. The black church is demonic. The black church is satanic. Because you're going to allow, just like Derek Grayson said, the Democrats have openly stood on the fact that they are 100% for the killing of the unborn. Black genocide. They are 100% behind that. How can any church bring them demons in that church under that, with that on that alone? She's in there campaigning because she's been redistricted, begging for votes. Come to the polls. We in here talking about inflation. Exactly. That's all they doing is talking. That's all these monkeys in there doing is talking. And fattening their pockets, working for themselves and enriching their family. And they're not doing a thing for black people. Nothing. That's why I'm going in on Queen Kong. And I showed you that. Sorry y'all had to sit through that long video. I just want y'all to see. I'm so glad 92 Stag sent me that because she got the hell up. So she's here. So she watched it. And you can come in on the chat. It's panel.axetruth.com if y'all want to add to this roast of Sheila Jackson Lee and the black church, which they ain't shit. I'm gonna say that because that's why I'm looking at it. They ain't shit. Because in order for that church to become anything, if you are a saint and in Christ and you're walking with Christ, you will call your church out on that bullshit. You will call your preacher out on that shit. Say, you know what, you wrong for that. And you're gonna have to answer to that. You going against God with this, with everything they talking about over there. All that homosexuality and trans and children picking their gender, all that mess, all that muck and mire that's over there with these Democrats, these demon rats, and the black churches in here just pushing that on the black community. Support this shit. Support this dead party. I don't have nothing for the black church, nothing for them, period. Except Pastor Wooden. And that's Koji. Because I know I've seen the things that he speak on. So I know he's not down for none of this madness. I know he ain't with any of this abortion, right to choose, all this old crap. So if that church, so let's see. You said, Pam said, don't those dumbass Negroes know she support abortion, which goes against the Bible? Yeah, exactly. They all should know that. Faith in God said the black church is running right behind the United Methodists, who also allow drag queens to be ministers and preach sermons in full drag. What? Sonia, she says, why don't she mention God when they went to remove gender terms like mother or father from their communications? Exactly. To remove those, the fact that they are removing gender terms like that, mother and father, to accommodate who? Who wants that? Some old crazy group of alphabet Skittles, and just because y'all want to use that to y'all trying to destroy what's traditional, to destroy traditionalism, to destroy the nuclear family. That's what they're for. And if the Black church is promoting any parts of this, it's a satanic, demonic organization. I don't give a fuck who your pastor is. I don't give a fuck what church you go to, how much you love them. It's demonic. You better just listen to the word and get what you need to get from the word and how God speaks to you through them demons. Don't forget Pastor Manning. Yeah, Pastor Manning. That's a good one. That's another good one. Panel.axtruth.com is that's how you come into the green room, and I bring you on if you want to add to these roast and reads. I have received constant warnings on Twitter from which sending Happy Father's Day means what? It says demonic rat females are dangerous and evil, and they will go down in flames. They are. They exactly. Sonya said a church in Texas had a drag queen bingo benefiting transition closets, whatever the hell that means. See. And the reason why I'm talking about the Black church, but it's all these churches, every last one of them. If they're supporting any parts and not talking about what these demon rats are doing, what they're trying to incorporate and make us feel, trying to normalize, which is not normalizing. Sorry, you have failed. You know, you and the bagel own the Khazarian, Ashkenazi, Jesuit owned, one of them own it. Media that's trying to socially engineer this shit and twist it up and flip it around and do all what you think you're doing through media. You're failing. It's not working. People see it and they're turning your shit off. You're not making any money. Nobody's buying into this. A child can pick his gender. The doctors don't know what gender they are. Let the child pick. The child can pick his gender. What kind of bullshit is this? The fact that we even talking like that. Twilight Zone shit. It says room no longer available. Panel.axtruth.com says room no longer available. Let me let you catch that. She says it looks like there's a problem with that. She's going to check it and she'll correct it. 1 second. No wonder. Let's see. Fuyu's checking it. So I was wondering why nobody came through. I said, I'm pretty sure somebody wanted to join in on these reads here. You know, and I mean, and so I mean, they have failed in that. You know, and the child can pick their gender, but the same elites can choose the gender of during their intro, during in vitro. Yes, exactly. And did you know that they were there? There's abortion. I didn't even notice till Kiki had put this thing up. It's called abortion by genderless abortions or something like that. If it's a girl, they abort it. They're aborting it. If they find out that it's a female, they abort it. So they're aborting by gender, so they can have more men to make them fags, I guess. You can buy a doctorate. You can pay someone to go to school for you and take your test, and it's all rigged. Oh yeah, yeah, of course. A lot of legalism and counterfeits. Absolutely, War Eagle. Southern Baptist Association voted in to recognize gay pride and hang their flag. You are lying. The Southern Baptist Association. Tamara Grau put that in there on Foxhole. It don't mean nothing to be Baptist no more. Okay, the panel now is join.axtruth.com. Let me correct that. Thank you for correcting that for me. It's join.axtruth.com. So I'm gonna correct that. 1 minute. Let me edit that real quick. Join.axtruth.com. That's the new thing for you has corrected that. I wonder why that other one went out like that. Okay, so it's join.axtruth.com. Fuyu has corrected it, so you can join in on this if you want to come in and go in on this with these on this with this. This is absolutely shameful. Either one works. Join.axtruth.com or panel.axtruth.com. I guess Fuyu corrected both of them. I don't know what the issue was, but Fuyu got on it and corrected it. Let's see what she said. But just in case it's cache still is getting the old URL. Okay. Well, we have a guest here. 92 Stags, welcome to the show. Do you want to go in on this roast? Are you there?
Yes.
Okay.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. You're on. Can you hear me? Okay, you're going out. You just went out. You may want to check your mic.
Hold on.
Okay, I heard you say hold on, so that's working.
Okay, then. Okay.
All right.
So I didn't know that crazy woman was there.
Uh-huh.
And because she was up in the front and it was kind of crowded because it was the pastor's appreciation, so it was kind of full. And I sit all the way in the back. And I'm gonna tell you, God is so good. Because I had been thinking lately, and I picked up on that same thing too. I was like, he seemed a little sweet. And all of the pastors, you know, since this is appreciation,
Wait, you went out again.
And they,
yeah, I kind of noticed that
right.
Too. Wait, all
the pastors, the guest pastors that's been studying with them, they seem a little. I'm like, and so I had been, you know, asking God to show me, is this the place that I need to be? Because, you know, the issues that I told you that I've been seeing in there, right?
Yeah.
And I haven't been going there that long. But and what made me really question when that mayor was there, right? But he didn't make anything political about it. He got up, said some words to the pastor, gave him the little certificate, he left. He didn't even stay. But when that lying heathen got up there, my whole demeanor changed. I was having a good time, and I was offended because we had just finished. The spirit was moving, right? In a good mood, had praise dancers and everything. And then this heathen gets up there and my whole demeanor changed. If you would have saw how fast I folded my arms and my I can't listen to the bottom.
Oh, okay, she went out. Something about her connection. She had to come back in. It was going out. But faith in God, you clocked it off. You said he's sweet. You said faith in God clocked him eventually, as soon as he got up on the camera. She said, and I kind of, when I was watching, because I kind of watched a little bit of the service yesterday. So what 92 States said about all the people who came in there, they seemed a little sweet. And I was looking at the guys too. You know, I can recognize, you know, I recognize them when I see them, and I was like, some of the alphabets and they pants a little tight. You know, they making the pants tight anyway. These suits, the way they making them, I don't even know. They making them like that. You know, the pants are tight and jacked up. Everybody had on them old tight pants.
So can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you now.
Okay. So when she started talking about her redistricting, that's when I started to gather my things. I was gathering my things at that moment. And because I wasn't in my usual seat, which is on the end where I could have just got up and left, some people came late. So I moved to the middle aisle and it was a lady on the end. So I was past her. And, you know, I talked to you after that. I was so hot. Ooh.
Yeah.
Ooh, I was so hot. I said, how you lady?
So you going? You going out again? Let me. Let's see. So for some reason, your connection is really bad there. But I'm gonna open the phone lines in just a minute. Hold on. Because and then y'all can call in if you want to do it that way too. But see, but Sheila Jackson Lee was at that church, and that sweet man, that sweet pastor brought her in there, that demon in there. So it's all demonic going on in there. So I mean, like I said, with these black churches, they ain't shit. They ain't shit because they have signed on to the black genocide agenda. TD Jakes as well, all of them. They're that's where they're at. They're not shit. They're all demonic, satanic. You know, if you're gonna listen to them for whatever God's message is gonna come through those heathens and get it for you. But as far as them and the individual and their church, I wouldn't donate a dime to the church. I wouldn't do nothing because let the demons support demons. Are you at?
I keep losing the link. It just keep going out and kicking me back into Google.
Oh yeah, it's like I see you have a strong signal here. I see the signal. It says pretty strong now. So you sound clear now. But
okay,
yeah. So I mean, but I mean, when I watched a lot of the service that you sent me when you sent me the tape. I mean the video. I watched some of it and I started looking at the dudes.
So wait though. So then my aunt, she called me and she said, I missed you at church. I said, I was there, I left. And we got into the conversation about why I left. And she was like, oh, I just go to get the word. You know, them politicians come through there and we ain't gonna never see them no more. Then why do you allow them in there to sit there and lie to y'all?
Exactly.
You know, why would you even deal with that? I said, it's deeper to me than that, than just sitting there listening to her do her spiel or whatever. I told her, I said, in my opinion, she should have never been allowed to speak in there, especially on that day at that time. You could have had a special service for her to do. I didn't come here for that. I didn't come here to hear her campaign.
Yeah, he should have did that off in some other type of service anyway, instead of Sunday morning service, and have her come in there and campaign. Because that's all.
And I'm not gonna sit here and listen to her lies. I'm not gonna condone that. And I'm gonna let y'all know I'm not with this. I'm leaving.
Yankee said she had her ring turned to the side. She did. I noticed that too.
And I told my aunt, I said for real, I wanted to jump up and ask her, what are you doing? I said, so you be glad that I just left. Be glad I didn't interrupt your service because I might have got carried out of there. Okay.
Yeah, because if you just stood up there and called her a liar, you know, just sitting up there.
Carried out of there and probably wouldn't have been invited back. So.
And so, you know, I mean, and that's why I'm saying that, you know, when it comes to anything, when it comes to how they are, these churches, what they have completely signed on to, and these Democrats and their agenda like this, it's just, to me, I just think they're serving absolutely the black community nothing but self-destruction. It's just self-destruction, you know, and they're part of it. They're enabling it and they're helping to destroy it. And I can't with any of them, because and I think those that are there, that are going there, they need to call them out on it. If you don't call them out on it, you're just gonna you allowing the cycle, allowing this. Like you said, when your aunt said, well, I don't really pay attention. These politicians only come once a year. That's the only time you see them is when it's time to campaign. Well, you should say, well, it should be said that they're not allowed to come in here. We don't want you here, you know, because that's the only reason you're here is because it's an election year. Because they don't come there any other time. You could see the way Sheila Jackson Lee was talking that she didn't even know what to say. She didn't even know what to say. So we're going to go into our next segment. Let's see. The next segment of the show is what y'all been waiting for. We're going to go into Meghan. We're going to go here. We are. We're going to go into Meghan Markle. So we're going to go into our next segment of the phone. The Strong Black Woman. Our Strong Black Woman segment of the show. Meghan Markle. Duchess Meghan. Meghan Markle, the Duchess of what is she the Duchess of? Meghan Markle is the Duchess, and you know she has really grabbed hold of this Skrong. She's a black woman that she didn't grip this, and this is the meme I made for her. And let me tell you what we have here. What we have here with Meghan Markle. Meghan Markle is a modern day Sally Richardson. And this Sally Richardson, she went a little further than Sally Richardson. She lucked up and fooled up and married into royalty. You know, she's a princess and she got her and they got their money. She couldn't even sit her ass down and get in this money. She thought she was gonna come in, and since she was the new, she's the biracial who now gonna be black. Up until she married him, she probably was just Meghan. She probably even I could tell you. No, I'm gonna be honest. Meghan didn't even. Up until she got over there with these Brits, she was never black. She wasn't black at all. She didn't embrace no parts of it. And I'm gonna tell you why. I'm gonna cover it. I'm gonna let you know how phony and fake this is, because you know it's a lot of black women out here, and these black fags, black sissies like Tyler Perry out here thinking that any criticism towards Meghan Markle is racism. It's all based on race because she now black, super black. I told you what these biracials do. They grab hold to they all have to be super extra black and everything, and especially when they have no talent, especially when they can't win. Bubba Wallace, that's another example. A biracial in NASCAR. He wasn't a good racer, so what did he do? I'm a victim. I'm black. It's racism. They're hanging nooses. I'm not supposed to be here. Ain't nothing happened to him, but I'm gonna get it. The only way I can get attention on me is by being super black. He's gay. I already clocked that. Bubba Wallace was gay. Oh, is it ain't Bubba Wallace? Ain't his name? Bubba Wallace? Okay, Bubba Wallace, I think that's his name, you know, but he's but only way he can get any kind of notoriety, anything, is to be super black. Black Lives Matter. They hanging nooses and telling lies, you know, and they grab a hold to that. Calling Angela Davis Kaepernick, same thing. He couldn't play ball. Okay, what can I do? I'm gonna get out here and kneel and shit and be power to the people black and push all this bullshit and got all the old Sambos, everybody following in behind him. He and looking at another biracial raised by hunkies. And here we are with Meghan Markle, who just couldn't just get that money and sit the fuck down and earn her respect. No, that's too much work. Too much work. She thought she was gonna get in there and be queen, the new Queen Diana, because she done married Diana's son. She thought she was gonna be respected and looked upon like that without doing the work. Go out here and do a couple of little photo ops and shit, fake and phony, as she do some fucked up shit. Went over there being arrogant, being rude. You know, when she realized she's American, bitch. Americans, we do stuff. We do stuff that the Brits don't do. That's why Archie said they ain't nothing but a bunch of Robin Hood fags. Because they get so offended by everything. And she went over there. They want to be polite, but really they trailer park. You know, let's not get it twisted. The royals, these are some ghetto. And this is a white man telling it. I'm gonna let a white man tell it first. The royals ain't shit. This is nothing but a high class trailer park. They call them royals. These are trailer park trash crackers. Trailer park trash hunkies. That's what they are. So, but they have rules and they have ways of doing it. Even the trailer park royals, they have procedures and things and a decorum. And then you get Meghan over there, and she don't want to do that, and she wants to. She's just Sally Richardson. When I mean Sally Richardson, somebody with very little talent, big, but Sally Richardson had big titties and she had a nice shape. Go out there to Hollywood trying to make it, and you laying around and spreading it wide and deep everywhere, and you can only get one movie with Keenan Ivory Wayans, Low Down Dirty Shame, and then she wasn't even a starring role in it. She had a co-starring role in it, so she wasn't something major, and she couldn't really do anything after that. No talent. Meghan Markle, she was a numbers flipper. That's all she could do. She stand up there and flip a number over deal or no deal. That's your job. That's the best you can do. Then they gave you Suits. If you watch Suits, I watched Suits. I started watching it, then I stopped watching it. It wasn't good. Not to me. And then every time I saw her, all she doing was spitting out lines and walking around twisting in a dress and a skirt. And okay. And to be real, I'm gonna be real about it. She pretty, but she ain't the prettiest. She ain't the baddest. Hell, the girl from the what's her name? Nicole Schlesinger. She's biracial. That's a fine bitch. Now, here we have this Sally Richardson, poor excuse of Sally Richardson, who lucked up and married the prince. And she couldn't go over there and just do her time and do some things. If she want to be seen as a humanitarian and go out here and dress the part and act it, at least do that. Her acting was just that bad. She couldn't even do that. She didn't want to do nothing. She thought it should be granted to her. She thought she was going to be the Beyonce of the UK. And them people started getting in on her. They started going in on her from day one. And you go to what is it? Rainy Days and Nights. Is that what it is? Rainy Days and Nights. Go read them blind items over there. I stayed up last night reading blind items over there, figuring this shit out and looking at this girl's videos about Meghan Markle, knowing what she's doing. Let me tell you something else about Meghan Markle before I show you this about. Well, we'll get into that. First, let's go into them being the royals. They're nothing but trailer park trash, but they're called royals. They just got procedures on their trailer parkness.
Royal family ain't nothing but another white trash trailer park family. Now hear me out, all right? Every trailer park has a Mama T, and Mama T don't do shit except sit around and smoke Misty Menthol 120s and watch The Price is Right all day. But for some reason, everybody always comes to Mama T with their problems, even though she ain't gonna do a damn thing about it. Then you got Mama T's favorite grandbabies, Colton and Connor. Now, if you ask Mama T, Colton and Connor can't do no wrong. They both good boys, joined the Army straight out of high school, but they joined for different reasons. Colton wanted to bring honor to his family, and Connor just wanted to get the hell out of the trailer park. And before Connor could get out the trailer park, he met his old lady, Stacey. Now, shortly after Connor and Stacey got married, Connor managed to get out of the trailer park, and the rest of his family absolutely hates Stacey for it because they're certain that she had something to do with it. Then you got Colton's wife, Jenny, or Jenny Lynn, who, despite being the favorite daughter-in-law of the family, they still really don't like her. They're just nice to her because she's the one that's around them most often. Then there's Colton and Connor's parents, Roy and Allison. Roy and Allison pretend to be a happy couple with the perfect marriage. But everybody knows that Roy is actually screwing around on Allison with Linda, what lives 2 trailers down. Until one day Roy gets tired of the charade and he goes and asks Mama T for help, and they come up with a plan to cut Allison's brake line so that Roy is free to marry the homewrecker. We can't forget Uncle Andy now. Every white trash trailer park family has that weird, creepy uncle that makes everybody just a little bit uncomfortable, but nobody quite understands why until one day he's accused of some shady shit.
And he summed that one on up about them. They are a bunch of this is trailer park trash dressed up as royals, but they have procedures and things that they need to do, and they have an inheritance there. And King Charles is right now trying to figure out how he's writing folks in and who he gonna write out and who gonna get in. And as it looks, the way it's going, because you got this social climbing, dick sucking whore. Meghan Markle, who was past the wall. She was a divorcee, biracial, which from if you look into King Harry's history, he really preferred blondes. He had a thing for blondes. So I don't know what and how Meghan looked up on this and got him and hooked him into her shit. There must be some kind of witchery she was pulling in there, some kind of sorcery. But she married him. And they married, had the royal wedding, and they did some black things to it to blacken it up a little bit. You know, these trailer park trash honkies said we got to do something to make it look like, you know, we inclusive, even though Meghan really didn't want that. She really probably didn't want that because she didn't invite nobody but her mama. She didn't invite nobody else in her family to their wedding on the black side. So this is for you queens, you black queen. It's that little Meghan Markle who's sitting up here thinking Meghan Markle is for the blacks and she's in there. She's a strong black woman. They didn't gave her Spotify and put her at the top Spotify line and put her at the top and said she's the #1 podcast. Nobody's over there listening to that. Nobody's watching Meghan Markle want to hear her. She ain't got nothing to say. That's Sally Richardson. She's a no talent. She couldn't make it in acting. She couldn't make it in nothing. So she got over there. Didn't want to do nothing over there being rude to the staff. People been working for 17, 20 years. And one of them was getting ready to retire. They said, hold on, could you stay on a little longer and go with these people, with the son and with Harry and Meghan, you know, the American, to Australia. And she went down there with these people, and then she was rude to the staff and everything. And that staff called because wait a minute, I ain't never been treated like this. What's wrong with this woman? You know, she over there just showing out. Nobody like her. You know, and she's getting negative press. But every piece of negative press come out there is a white liberal or somebody or these shines out here talking about it's racism. Every piece of negative press that come around about her because they see she's a phony. She's a social climbing, dick sucking whore, just like Come Guzzle Harris. She's part of it, the Sally Richardson crowd. That's what she is, a no talent. You know, instead of saying, okay, when you know you passed the wall, you a divorcee, this man could have got anybody. Biracial, she cute. That's all I can say. She cute. She look all right. There's some fine biracials out there he could have went. Now, you telling me that's what he went to? You wanted one of them. You wanted something exotic. It's some real hot exotic ones out there. What the hell are you talking about? I was in Hawaii. Saw one walking through the gym, hair down to her butt. Asian, she was mixed with Asian or something, but she was beautiful. Body just slamming down to the ground, just sickening. I couldn't even work out no more. She was so fine. I ain't never seen no, I mean, she was beautiful. In there, hair pulled straight back, pretty tan skin, just, oh, slam dunk you beautiful. You telling me he end up with this? She all right? Am I right or am I wrong about her? She ain't all that. Y'all can dress her up, put her in. Jackson, your legs hurt? Get under there. Get up there. Oh, your legs still hurt. He did too much exercising. So yeah, so he ended up with that one. But she couldn't go over there and do her job, sit down and be respectable, carry herself like something and earn her stripes. No, she thinks it's supposed to be given to her. And then if it's not given to her, it's racism. And now she didn't accuse she didn't damn painted the whole royal, all of them over there is racist. And she running with that. And then she done got her husband, gassed his ass up and moved. First, she took her ass to Canada. Now, here y'all ready for some dirt? I'm giving you some more dirt before I go through and to play y'all something else about her. Guess what she did? Do you know? Okay, number one, there's pictures of her talking to black servants and having a certain look on her face and this attitude. They have pictures of her showing how rude she is to the black servants. So, you know, everybody, she's so super black. I'm black, black empowerment, black feminist. I'm black to the people, racial equality, all this bullshit that she over here doing, all this woke shit that she's pushing. But you know what? It serves them royals right. I'm really glad this is going on because over there in the UK, they got all this shit going on over there anyway. So I'm so glad she done did it and brought woke into the UK and up into the royal family and all this shit is going on. And it's just a disgrace because all she looking for, she got a backup plan. She gonna write a book. She got dirt that she want to put out here. They gonna end up killing her. I'm just gonna say this now. Something gonna happen to her. Something gonna happen to her because I don't think Charles gonna take all this shit. Because I think they didn't set up here and dug up what's the Arweeds or Sawweeds or whoever that was Princess Diana was screwing that Muslim, and then she had another one she was screwing too. It was like two. And then he had another girlfriend. It was all kind of shit going on. So it's just a lot. It's a lot, and all of it's going to end up coming out. And Prince Charles and him going like, wait a minute, he's trying to hold on to something. So you got a lot of shit going on up here. But Meghan somehow convinced Harry, let's get the hell out of here. Let's leave. Let's leave and leave their position, which means they should be cut off from the money. We're going to go out here and go back across the ocean. Because I'm the Duchess and he's the prince, and everybody's everywhere else supposed to honor us and kiss our ass because of who we are. They went to Canada first, and now they're over here in the United States. This is the wrong place for that. Am I right? Am I wrong? This is the wrong place for that. Come over here in the United States thinking somebody finna honor that shit and be down with that. You're gonna have a few that's into that. Some of these shines out here, these black women that's impressed with Meghan Markle, that's falling in behind some of this bullshit. She's losing. Spotify's losing. Netflix is losing on this. They have put a lot into this. They're paying tabloids to put out puff pieces to try to build her image and make something, but she doesn't. It's so many cracks in the armor, you can see through it. So you can't. It's a facade they're trying to make of this woman, and you can see through it. But it's considered, everybody that's talking about it, if someone listen to me and see what I'm saying, they're gonna say, he hating you hating, it's racism, you just picking on another black woman. She's super black now, strong black woman. This woman has never been black. She wasn't black until she was able to use it. She pulled out the black card, just like the race. You know the race we talking about, the race, the one that they just told us they was a new race. They use the white card by convenience. They are white by convenience. Just like Meghan Markle is black woman, strong black woman by convenience. So who do we call out now to confirm, to reaffirm that it's racism if you have some criticism and the press and everything that's going against Meghan Markle? Bring out faggoty ass Medea. Medea is out here now speaking, telling faith of God. I know you probably saying I know you gonna sit up here and go, you ain't even surprised that he didn't put his mouth on it, on Meghan Markle.
Entire life and everything that's happening, I go, at some point, I stopped dreaming, and God's dreams were much bigger than mine. And I found myself at a place where everything that I had dreamed had come true. So now the things that are happening are far beyond anything I could have imagined. I never knew I would know a prince and a princess. That wasn't even what that was about. What I was reaching out to her for was because they were giving her hell. And a lot of it was because she was a black woman.
Absolutely.
And I flat out, no denying it, I completely knew that, and I wanted to reach out and let her know that there was somebody there for her. And I sent her a note, and not expecting anything to come of it, and she said, thank you so much, and that was it. And a couple of years later, we started talking, and she was able to talk, and the only reason I'm sharing this is because she shared it first.
Okay. Yeah.
And we were able to talk, and she was telling me some of the things that were going on, and I'm just so proud of where they are now, because I'm gonna tell you something. Those two people love each other.
A Sambo sissy. Bring this sissy out to talk about how, I'm gonna say it. The only reason they Chris because she's a black woman. She a black woman now. She don't even know his ass. The only thing she said, thank you, Tyler. But the only time she gonna come back to his black ass is to write one of them corny ass movies that he write and see if he can give her a role in that. Because they brought their asses over here. See, this is what happened. They went to Canada first. See, because they got to make their own money now. They got to create their own revenue. She got to really turn into Beyonce. Beyonce. And she can't do it. There's no talent there. I told you, this is Sally Richardson on steroids. And then you go get Tyler Perry, put his lips on it, trying to echo and say, you know, the only thing, and you know, but she gonna come to Tyler when write something. Tyler, why don't you get to writing a script or writing something and put her in it, see if she can sell it. See if you can sell a movie with her, make her the star. So let me tell you what she did to her husband during the pandemic. First we go. Okay, besides faking that pregnancy, because she was older. Remember, she's older, and she froze her daddy said she froze her eggs and stuff. Remember, we was talking about this baby bump thing. Look at this. Look at her. Look at this. She pulled a Beyonce with her pregnancy. This is November 21st, 2018. You barely see a little bump there. On November 22nd, nothing's really there. Then on December 4th, it's a big pooch out there, right? Look at that. You see how far that baby bump is down there, almost to her knees. See, they couldn't keep it's called a moon bump. The moon bump, the way they put it in, I guess it slipped. Same way with the one that Beyonce wore. And here's Meghan Markle walking with her faking the pregnancy with that, because there was a surrogate. If there was a surrogate, I believe they picked Archie up at one of those baby farms. You see how that baby that her belly just bouncing around like that. You know, when she was so-called pregnant with Archie. So I don't know where they got Archie at. They probably picked Archie up on one of these baby farms out here. I don't think it was no surrogate involved. I don't know about any of that. But Archie is a white baby. So she got out here and told these lies to Oprah, talking about somebody over there in the royal family said to her, or it got to her. They was wondering if the baby was gonna be dark. How dark the baby was gonna be. Have you looked at her? She's like damn near white. How the hell was that baby gonna come up dark? You know, why would that even be a concern if it wasn't said? But Oprah sat up there and let her say it and put that out there. She never took it back. She never said who said it. So here we are once again with another Meghan Markle lie, something out here that she done painted this whole family and everything with this racism shit. And she's a strong black woman over there around these rich royal hunkies, and these hunkies ain't accepting her because she's not one of them. She couldn't even go in there and be quiet and do her job and go out here and do some humanitarian work and be something close to Princess Diana that she was trying to emulate, because she was wearing, if she went and looked up, she went up there and, let me put this thing back up here so anybody want to come in here and add to this part, anybody who have any other some things to say about this Meghan Markle thing. I think if my friend, she's on her all the time. She's on her all the time over there on Toomey. If Toomey's here, Toomey come on out here. Toomey had put up the pictures of where she went and got Princess Diana's, all her pictures, every outfit that Princess Diana has worn. Meghan Markle has went and made it, like had it made or wore the same exact outfit. So she's trying to be Princess Di without being, you know, by clothing. Princess Di by clothing, not going out here doing any humanitarian work. And when she does humanitarian work, you can see it in her face that she's not really into it. It's all for show. Let me show you right here. Here it is. Look at this face when she's over here with these black childrens for her photo op. She couldn't even keep a good face in place while she's doing that. Let y'all see it again. Look how she's sitting there looking, and she look over like, could you hurry up, get this picture so I can get off around these black kids? These African. Have you took the picture yet? Get me off of these African kids. I don't want to get no African juice on me. I'm just down here. I'm trying to be a humanitarian. That's what she, I'm trying to get this picture now. Hurry up. She's sitting there and she's smelling things going, and she looked at the camera like, hurry up. Said the disdain that she has. Exactly. She's a phony. This is a phony bitch. So, and that's why I'm doing this post on her, So now let me get back to my story because I jumped around. Did you know, like I said, how she talked to the black servants? Well, she has a black nanny. Let me tell you what they did to the nanny. Okay, this is what she did to the nanny, baby. The nanny, the black nanny, when they called themselves moving to Canada and leaving the UK, they got the nanny onto the plane and would not even tell the nanny where they were going. Wouldn't tell her nothing. They didn't tell her anything until they was in the air, mid-air, and crossing the seas. And then they told her, oh, by the way, we're moving to Canada. You mean to tell me they kidnapped the black nanny, the black mammy? They just basically they own her. They took her from her family. No choice in the matter. She didn't even get to pack. She just got she packed. She probably think they going overseas for like a week or two. Probably packed a couple of bags. No, that's for good. When I found that out, it's all rainy days and nights over there. She didn't tell the black nanny until they was in the air. Oh yeah, we're moving to Canada. This woman is a piece of work. And everybody over here, you got these shines out here trying to protect her and talking about, they just talking about Meghan because she black. She black, she only using y'all shines. Y'all so damn stupid. And then she gave Serena, the first one on her podcast. I mean, and then, and Spotify, they invested in this, so they're going to put her up at the top and say, ooh, Meghan Markle dethroned Joe Rogan, knowing, no, she didn't. They just going to put this shit out here. Trying to get their money back, thinking if they say it, people going to go, ooh, let me go tune in. Let me go see what Meghan got to say today. No, I can beat Meghan. Put me next to Meghan. See, they ain't going to put me up there because, I'll just blow them all out. Because I go, what the hell he going to say? See, I'm more entertaining than that dead fish. She's not talented. She is a Sally Richardson on steroids. This bitch is not talented at all. She look all right. I ain't even gonna say she pretty no more. She didn't got to where she just look all right to me. Because I didn't look at her. I'm sitting here going like, I know I had better chicks than that. And I like them all. I like different kinds. So it wasn't like I had a variety. Okay, y'all going, get over, go on over there. Go. Oh, go over there now. I gotta get my boys over here. They walking around with now they getting over here close to me with their hair up. Go on over there, go sit down. Out. Yeah, sit down. But they walking around getting close. It ain't the show ain't over yet. I'll tell you when it's over. They're trying to rush me. Y'all know we having fun. I'm having fun on this roast tonight. So now back to what Jay did to the nanny. Set up there and this kidnapped the nanny. Treating her like property. That's how they treat the black help. But she's super black. Power to the people. I'm being oppressed. I'm a black woman, strong black woman. Let's put this meme up here again for everyone to see. We're on the strong black woman. I'm so sick of this of Meghan Markle and her strong black woman's grift. That is what she's doing. She's a grifting bitch off being black. That's all she's doing is doing the grift of being black. Strong black woman. That's what we're on to, the strong black woman who has the #1 podcast, who dethroned Joe Rogan. And we know nobody's listening to that. but they trying to push it and market it so people can go tune in. Nobody's going to tune into that. You said Chantel slavery not even indentured acts. You know, so that's what she just sit up there and kidnapped the black nanny. That's how they treat their property. You know, I didn't even tell her we moving to Canada. Now they in Canada, so they go. So that then, you know, went to Canada. Canada's not the place to be. So she really wanted to come to. I got to get to America. Got to get to America. Get over here. Y'all saw we played that video a while back when they were in Hollywood, and it was some producers, and she just pushed Harry out the way. You got her ass up in the mix. trying to see if somebody finna sign her on and give her something because she's the Duchess. I'm the new Duchess. I married a redhead. I am a social climbing dick sucking whore. I have no talent. I can't do anything. I was flipping numbers for Deal or No Deal. I was a suitcase opener. I'm a suitcase opener. I am a Claudia Jordan, just don't have the bad feet. Thank you, Space Pirate Ivan and Ron, for donating there on Odyssey, and Pastor Shirley. Thank you so much. And thank you, Pastor Shirley, for sharing this tonight's different. It's my chop roast. The Axetruth chop roast, Monday night chop roast. I'm roasting these hoes tonight. So I'm still on this Meghan because I'm trying to get everybody to get this picture of her, knowing exactly what this is. This don't have nothing to do with race. It has nothing to do with anything other than her card is being plucked. Everybody is seeing through this. Her card is being plucked. Everybody is seeing through this facade that they're trying to paint of this woman. They have this facade of her, trying to paint her out to be this Duchess, royal, and anybody that say anything, it's that same Barack Obama type shit. If you had something to say about Barack Obama, it's racism. You're a racist. No, it got nothing to do with anything because she ain't black. She's biracial. She's not black. She's biracial. She's half and half, and she's only going to go to one side and choose one side because she can use that as a tool, as a card to play, to use. And these dumb shines are falling for this shit and don't realize, no, she's not black. She has a white side too. Why don't she claim that? Why don't she even acknowledge that? No, because she can use the black side for victim points and as a weapon. A weapon to do what? Because she's not winning with it. She's not winning a damn thing. Her card has been plucked. It's being plucked. And all these little Spotifys and the Netflix that's been signed on, and she sucking into them, giving them, they done gave her some money for a documentary. If nothing's in that documentary, some juice. If it ain't no juice in there, Netflix, you lost. It's over. You played at your own risk for sure with that one. But let me finish telling the story because I'm going to get back to Netflix. I don't want to leave nothing out here if you're following me here. So we back with Meghan. They get to America. She over here with these producers running around trying to see if somebody going to make something up, give us something, do something. They can't do nothing. So in the middle of COVID, her cucky ass, pussy ass husband. How in the hell? Well, you know what Archie said this about British men. You know, they remember damn Robin Hood fags. She gonna tell him, you know, because they over here in America, they gotta make something. So she told him to sit down and start writing. She made his ass sit down and start writing. He wrote Word on the Curb, Go to Crazy Day and Nights. I'm paraphrasing here. I think he wrote two. He wrote three scripts. One of them was I think a comedy and an action, and all of it was trash. All of it was garbage. She made him sit down and write something to write. I guess to write something, produce something, and see if they can peddle it over to the bagels and see if any of them bagels gonna sign up and just put it out there, put their trash out there. They wouldn't even buy it and sell it. So that didn't work. Again, no talent. She ain't got no talent. He ain't got no talent. Michelle Obama, another one. No talent, nothing to say. They signed up, Spotify gave her some money. They had to cancel that shit. Netflix gave her some money for something. Nobody, Michelle Obama ain't got nothing but the same shit to say. I'm a fake ass black woman out here talking about black people's problems and we still oppressed and we gotta march and we gotta fight and all that old stupid bullshit. Nobody's buying it. You ain't got enough mammies to sign on and listen to that shit. Black men are not finna listen to Michelle Obama. No, only sissies is doing it. Section 8 sissies. So here we are with metal. So I ain't even mean to get on Big Mike, but I'm trying to paint a picture here to let you know what they have done. They're trying to paint and create and make shit and build shit out of nothing. If it's shit, if it's a pile of shit, it's shit. This shit ain't gonna be nothing but shit, and that's what it is. Everything woke turns to shit, and that's it is. It's a bunch of woke nonsense shit, and they keep trying to sell it, lying about it. It's Rotten Tomatoes saying, "Look, go over there and look at that Woman King shit. They got a 99 in tomatoes or some shit over there. They lying on that too. Nobody's going to see that. Black people they laying into that bullshit that them honkies wrote." It ain't, y'all, it's nothing but shit. You can't make, they trying to make Shinola out of, they trying to make shit, turn shit into Shinola. Ain't nothing finna shine with that. So she told that cook, that ginger cut, to sit down and get the writing, and he wrote some shit, and it was terrible. It was garbage during COVID. You got to do something. What kind of spell she got on this man? Faith to God said, true, black people are rejecting that bullshit, and Hollywood is mad. Exactly. So they could put up this Woman King shit and put all these fake reviews up there. Nobody likes that. Nobody wants that. The jig is up. We know some hunkies wrote it. Viola would do anything for a check. That's how she make her money. I ain't knocking her. At least Lupita said, hell no, I'm not doing it. You do it. You be the fake African. Because, you know, Viola's black. She ain't African. And then they got a bunch of old bulldogging looking bitches in that movie. And think they're going to put it out here right before Black Panther and make some money. I hope Black Panther fail too, because they didn't feminize that shit. The Shines went from wearing white to the premiere to boycotting the movie. Harry hired Ghost Riders. Sandra, you said Sandra said Harry hired. He must have. I mean, if he hired Ghost Riders, he hired bad Ghost Writers to write whatever the hell he was supposed to write. It didn't work. It wasn't nothing to sell. It was garbage. So that didn't work during COVID. She said we got to do, because they got to make their own money, get their revenue. Because he still stayed over there calling his daddy, because he is calling his daddy, Charles, give me some money. Give me some money. And they're giving them money because they can't have them over here poor. They can't have them over here living in an apartment and pay and not pay it. They gotta have them living grand. They gotta be grand. They have to keep it up. So Charles over there, he gotta keep up this nonsense with this half-baked social climate dick sucking whore, strong black woman. Now he gotta deal with this shit. He's sitting here going like, you know, all the shit he got going on. That's what I'm saying. They're going to killing her. Because she got a journal. I'm trying to give y'all the cliff notes on everything behind this girl. She has a journal that she keeping tabs and notes and secrets, because she gonna put that out. You keep playing with them people. Keep playing with them white folks. Keep playing with their asses, baby. These some smooth criminals over there. Keep playing with them. She thinks she finna do so. And they bringing up that Fayed, the guy that was with Diana. Supposedly they're gonna they may shovel this into the documentary about that they were murdered. That's gonna look bad on the royal family. Now, if they try to slide that in and do that and do some shit like that, y'all, we gonna get rid of. The reason why I'm covering this Meghan Markle shit, because y'all, I want y'all to see. I'm gonna watch it because I'm interested now, because I'm gonna see what's gonna come out of this, because the dirt is coming, because you can't make shit into Shinola. You're dealing with shit. So now if you want to bring, and she's already then put all kinds of mess on the royal and that family by with this whole racism, woke Archie shit and black skin this, and I'm the black woman and they persecuting me. They wouldn't accept me because I'm black, but yet they had a wedding that they rolled out the red carpet for you and then blackened it up for you. Did some insulting shit like that, which they should have kept it classy and did it the way they normally do it. But no, they want to put it and make it into say black people like car washes, make it like this we got to put something in here to kind of let's bring some black people in here and let them come in the audience. And Oprah took her fat ass over there. She took her fat ass over there wearing a hat looking like a monkey in a hat. A fat monkey in a hat. And you had a lot of black women in America up at 4 o'clock in the morning watching this bullshit. It was one of the biggest events because it was an American and then she was biracial. They made a big story out of it. They made it a big media theme. They gave her everything. I'm gonna have to pull a what's his name? Pastor what's his name? Oh, he said when he said they gave Barack everything, they gave Meghan everything. They gave her all the press, all the luxuries, everything. And the negress failed. She failing. She don't have anything. She don't have anything to offer. But sit here screaming and crying, crying the blues, talking about how she is being persecuted because she is black, and playing that, and she fucked that way enough. The Brits in attendance looked like they were what the fuck is this ghetto ass shit? Exactly, it was the way they did that. They fucked it up, and not to mention, let's see, I thought I had. Let me see if I got this picture here so y'all can see this picture. Do I have it here? Where is it? Let's see. I'll send it here. How the queen already hit. I think the queen actually clocked, knew what type of person Meghan was. She saw her coming. She saw her coming. She saw this social climbing, dick sucking whore. She saw exactly what this was. She knew exactly what this was. She done tricked her son into marrying her, and she didn't want to come across by saying, wait a minute, this is a social climber. I see this is a gold digger. This is an opportunist. I think she knew that. And you can tell by the way Elizabeth, Queen Elizabeth, the lizard, Queen Lizard. You could tell how Queen Lizard is looking at it right here. How Queen Lizard is looking at right here. I know I'm running. This is a long show tonight. Okay, here we are. You seen Queen Lizard? You said look at Queen Lizard. Look how Queen Lizard is looking down. Look at the expression on her face. This picture has been viral right here. Look at how Queen Elizabeth is looking at Meghan Markle. Like this, I know this is a snake. I know this bitch is dirty. She's gonna fuck everything up, and that's exactly what it is. Queen shape-shifting lizard Elizabeth didn't like it. She knew. She probably shape-shifted into something and went into Meghan Markle's private room and overheard and saw the bitch scheming, and she knew she was scheming. Yep. So that's his Dodi Fayed. Yeah, Dodi Fayed. That they are so hopefully in this documentary. I think she thinks she's gonna pull out some stuff on Dodi Fayed. They're gonna bring all that stuff up and and they need it to sell. They need to do something because they can't sell Meghan on being Meghan because Meghan ain't done anything. Prior to Meghan going over there, she was setting herself up to be this type of celebrity, paying people to show up to get her autograph and take her picture, paying paparazzi to do that and everything. She was paying people to do that. It's well known that. Go to Crazy Days and Nights. You can read all about it over there. So this is something to watch because I don't know I know Charles is over there trying to make sure that this lineup is right on who gets aired to what when it comes to whoever passed and stuff. And it looks like the way Meghan and Harry is doing that, they're going to be exiled from everything. I don't think they're going to get anything. I think they're going to end up getting the boot for real because she going to drive it in, and Harry is totally like miserable. You can tell he's miserable. He's cucked out, but I don't think he knows what to do. I really don't think he knows what to do. But it's going to be something to watch because I stayed up last night watching this and trying to put this together with this girl. The more I looked into it, I was laughing. I was cracking up because it was just cracking me up. I said, I got to save her for last tonight because everybody out here is looking at her as if there's something good about her. There's nothing good about her other than the fact that she lucked up and got in a position that she should have just wrote it out and played her part and did her part. Not go in there and create a ruckus and be rude and nasty and then come out and try to play the victim and then play the race card and just ugly up the waters and make it look so bad on the royal family, which the Brits, they hold them people up in high esteem. They really into that shit. Me as an American, I don't really give a damn about them trailer park royals. Like the white guy said, they are trailer park trash. So I don't give a damn about them because they all shady. But I like the fact that they can't hold up the facade of them being so royal because of this social climbing dick sucking whore, this Sally Richardson that's been married Harry and talked him into leaving from over there to come all the way over here to America, thinking that over here we supposed to be bowing down to them and they are supposed to be treated like royalty or something, and that's not happening. It's not going to happen. It's not happening. You said Duchess Rachel Duchess Rachel Dolezal. That's exactly what she is. He said it's bloodline incest interbreeding. She was out, but she still should have shut her mouth. Exactly. Because it's all about bloodline breeding interbred over there. That's how they keep all that like that. And then she was able to come in being outside. You're still an outsider. You're not going to come in and you're not part of their bloodline. They're not going to put you and write you in like that. That's just what's going to happen like that. Sonia said, agreed. Agree that you don't got to care about them, but if you join the family, you have to play your position. Exactly. She didn't play. That's what she's supposed to play her position, and she didn't do it. She wanted to come in and think that she was supposed to be granted everything, put in a position of, I am this. And I think she thought she was going to be like the new Princess Diana, but biracial and all that kind of shit. She thought she was going to be put in that regard. No, not with that other one over there. The other and now the two brothers, they don't even get along good no more. Maybe Megan's a plant working on our side who went to fuck up the royals, just like the squad supposedly were a plant put into Congress to fuck up the Democrats. I don't know. Let's see. She said a South African Lion King said Africans were buck dancing down the street as if Mandela got released from prison, the actor said that he wasn't even in London and never had met her. That's what she said about the South African Lion King. Oh, their titles were stripped. King did it the first week before the Queen burial. Oh, so their titles were stripped the first week before the. Okay, so he stripped their titles. So I'd say King Charles ain't finna play with them. You say, so I mean, so you said that's how you know they have now for the family business. It's like let's see, because she has a black son. Oh, welcome. He's like, hello, I've been watching Axetruth's replays on Rumble for a few months now. First time I caught the chat live. I appreciate you. Thank you so much. I'm glad you're here. Thank you for, I'm glad you're here. Thank you for watching. But I am live every Monday. Also go to Odyssey. And that's where all my uncensored stuff is on Odyssey over there. Odyssey on the Axetruth there, as well as just my website has all my content there. But I just wanted to, you know, it takes up for a year for King Charles to take his crown. It's coming. Wait for it. It takes up for a year for King Charles to take his crown. Wait for it. So it's going to take that long. Oh, okay. I mean, but see, the thing is, King Charles, they ain't playing with them. They see what this woman has done and has corrupted his son's mind and got them over here in America. And these companies, Netflix and Spotify, I don't know who over there in those top positions that gave them these jobs, this contract, this paid her this money for this podcast. Then they're lying about she's the #1 podcaster on her first episode out of nothing. And I think she did some more. I don't follow her. You have to pay me to listen to her. I'll have to be paid. Really, seriously, give me some money to watch her. I'm not even gonna do it for research purposes because I know she don't have anything to say. This is Sally Richardson. she's a Sally Richardson who got a bigger break than Sally Richardson. So, and Netflix then put some money invested in this. Netflix is having a hard time financially anyway. So if Netflix want to make some kind of money and come up, they better make them give up some dirt, some real dirt to put in the documentary that people may want to watch it. But if it's this old smoke and mirrors trying to paint something and create this shit and make it into something, it ain't selling. Nobody's tuning in. Nobody's going to watch. So it's another nosedive of bullshit of again them trying to make and build something out of shit. And Duchess, the Duchess and Prince Harry is a pile of shit. They need to pack their shit, all their shit, and get that nanny that they took hostage, if she hadn't left yet, and go back to England and get into your position, beg for your position back, and then be quiet. Sit down and shut the hell up. I think that's what they're gonna do, because I'm telling you, she gonna keep playing around with these white folks. She talking about she got a journal. She talking about she got a journal on these cracker over on them hunkies over there, them royal hunkies. She's keeping notes in a journal to do a tell-all. Is that what she finna do? Meghan, you a dummy. Use a cum guzzler Harris. She one of them. Cum guzzler Harris, Sally Richardson, Meghan Markle. They all the same. These are the same type of women. Dumb bitches. And they got in these, they got breaks. They're no talent. Nothing's there. There's nothing at home. You know, Meghan, like I said, she looks all right. She's not gorgeous. She's not beautiful. She looks all right. She's pretty. Okay, pretty. But it's some real hot exotic biracials out there that I don't know where Prince Harry hung out at. I've seen I've been around, I've traveled enough, and I've seen a lot of hot women, a bunch of them. I mean, I'm telling you, with all the money he got, but if he wanted something on the exotic end, but he really liked blondes. And if you go look at his history, he was with the blonde women. He liked blondes, and look at his track record prior to her. So it's some funny stuff that had to go on between from the blondes to this brunette divorcee Hollywood run through. I'm closing this out. She's a Hollywood run through. That's what he settled for. A Hollywood run through. That is what he settled for. And married her. And she couldn't go over there being a run through and just sit in that money and play her position. She gonna get over there and try to be Beyonce with no talent. At least Beyonce got a little bit. At least Beyonce got a little bit of talent doing something. Now you got to go get Tyler Perry. Go to Tyler Perry and tell him write one of the Medea movies and put you in it. Faith the guy said a washed up Hollywood rag. I don't even think she's a Hollywood rag. She wasn't even that good of go look at Suits. Anybody go look at Suits, go stream it, go look, it's on Netflix. I don't know which app it's on. It's on one of them. Just watch it. You see her, you see what she's doing. All she is walking around prancing in a skirt. Nothing's there. She's not even a good actress. Just something to look at. Claudia Jordan, a suitcase opener. She couldn't even run and win one of these pageants out here. I mean, you even got to be smart to get in there. You can be just a little bit smart. She couldn't even pull a Sarah Palin off. That's how dumb the bitch is. So I want to thank everyone for being here for tonight's chop roast. I hope you enjoyed this show as much as I enjoyed doing it. I stayed up last night just getting this information, laughing my ass off with this Meghan Markle shit because I never really paid her any attention, got into it, and I said I got to throw her on tonight and do the show a little differently to get away from all this other bullshit that they shoving down our throats, make you guys laugh and entertain you guys in a way with this. Again, I have another show I did yesterday on autism. It will play tomorrow at 8 p.m. live, so you guys can watch it. It's with 3 of the choppers here. It was a great conversation, support, awareness program about autism, something that I knew nothing. I really didn't know much about it at all until I started looking into it. And my heart goes out to anyone and everyone who has autistic children and who are dealing with this, because that is something very seriously, and it's man-made. It's created, and we all know this. So thank you guys for being here. Let me thank everyone who donated: Harley Quinn, Rom, and Pastor Shirley, and Space Private Ivan over there on Yvonne over there on Odyssey, and on Foxhole, Tamara Grau, Ohio Kimmy, Florida Girl for Trump, and Ginger 45. I will be replaying this also tomorrow. And I'm gonna replay this episode, and I'm gonna replay Saturday's SNL tomorrow starting at 12 noon. I'll play both of those. They'll be back to back. I'll be playing both of those, and then in the evening I'll be playing the autism show I did yesterday. And thank you, Pastor Shirley, for streaming me as well over there. All of the shows will be streamed on all platforms except the one in the evening on autism. We streamed on all of them. Saturday's show will not be on on YouTube, or the Saturday show will not be on YouTube tomorrow, which will be streaming at 12. And then I'm gonna replay this one around 3 when that one's over with, and it will not be on YouTube because YouTube, this will already be still uploaded there. So thank you guys for all your support, and thank you guys for all your support here. Pray for me, pray for our country, pray for each other. I'll be back with you on for SNL, and I'm over here. Let me get on Cash App here. Thank you, DD, for your donation on Cash App, as well as Robert. Thank you so much for your donation there on Cash App as well. want to thank all of you guys for all your support. Continue to pray for me, pray for our country, pray for each other, pray for the truth. I hope you all had fun with this chop roast, my first Manic Monday chop roast. I will be doing it again. And hopefully I have more people that want to come in and roast with me on these things. And if you want to add people to it, see, when I do these programs, you can even say, well, let's chop this up. Let's roast this person. And we can put somebody here on it like that. Don't be shy. Come on the show and let's have fun. So everyone have a great night. Be blessed. Thank you for all your support. And most of all, thank you, FUBIA, for also being here and helping me with this tonight. So everyone have a good night. And I love you all. And I'll see you back on throughout the week with content as well on SNL. My next live show will be SNL Saturday at 9 o'clock. Good night, everyone.
The one world government, you can't make war with that. Why? There's no government to go against it. It consumes the world, but not God's elect. This is where you got to understand, and this is why you got to have strong faith, is to know as long as God is with you, who can be against you? Nobody. As long as you are armed with the sword of the Lord, the truth, and you understand what's happening in the world, God protects you. You and He make a majority, and you can count on that. You can believe it.